This is the 7th episode of VIM, the Tale of Immortality. We are a bunch of lovable geeks from Romania who play D&D when we have authentic, beautiful vampire English. For those who missed what happened last time in VIM, the Tale of Immortality, do not despair. You have the recap right here in the I button with magical podcasts like recaps from the Book of Recollections. Woo! Press the I button and then immediately return because you're gonna miss out on this magnificent campaign of a folklore-inspired setting in a realm with no afterlife and a rotating cast of 15 plus players. And speaking of players, I am your terribly excited GM, Karla Georgescu, and we're gonna introduce today's table, starting with the Count Bear.
Hello.
Karina.
Lock and roll.
Ruxandra. David.
That saves.
And our immediately and very fresh Paul Karm, who we hope is gonna play well today.
Okay.
I secretly hate him. It's a joke that we have. He's very nice. He's the sweet, but I hate him. Let's just go and jump into today's episode of VIM, the Tale of Immortality, 7th episode. Let's see what is happening.
Oh, yeah.
So we left off with the Flame having a conversation with this mysterious new character called the Chancellor, and someone peeking at their conversation through a window. That someone was Grace. But we're gonna leave them be and we're gonna go towards the Midnight District. We're in the same district actually, and we're gonna see how Lunai, underneath the starry sky, celebrates its day. We're gonna go to the Firefly Park that has a variety of customers. Most of them are nocturnal creatures. You see most of them are elves, half-elves, shifters, the polite name for, half-beast folk, and a variety of other races. They each sit at this tavern that seemed to extend throughout this park, the Firefly Park, and they have like this solemn looking tables round and draped with sort of this shiny silvery texture, and each of them has a firefly that it's placed in the middle of a various and wonderful decor. And going and shifting towards right, there's 3 tables huddled together, dressed with the same silvery shiny texture, and around it there's packs waiting, receiving letters, reading more letters, sending more letters. He's been doing this all night. There's also Genevieve, sitting next to Pax, and Arcade. You're ordering food. They're coming with the plateau, and you're waiting for Adam. Adam to come and meet you at this point. You're getting all sorts of dishes. Most of them are vegan because this is how they eat in the Midnight District, and you're delighted by the festivities of Lunai celebration of the Midnight District, and you see dancers just undulating their bodies, and you see all sorts of types of candles and fireflies just contributing to this marvelous atmosphere. What do you guys do?
Now, before Monsieur Hebdom arrives, the first matter of business before I tell you what I will tell him is, of course, Genevieve, Kate, your papers in honestly, in different circumstances, I would audit you far more. But from what I have seen, you seem not a threat to the city, perfectly meritorious to be here in every way. And moreover, to what I will discuss with all of you, I want you to decide with full freedom. You are free to go about Green Spring starting now as you please. You have your moonstones, you have your papers, and we will discuss as perfect equals beyond this point.
This is quite unexpected. Thank you. So,
I,
why the change of heart?
I really appreciate it.
There's no favor being done other than the expenditure, and no change of heart. I wish to audit you. From what I've audited, you seem reliable, careful about the dedicated impulses to pursuits of very attractive ingredients, let's say.
I don't know what you mean. You always have to cook with the passion.
Keep that from becoming any sort of problem, right? Merci.
I mean, we can find roosters in the wild, so
Oh, we can
we can
definitely
go hunting.
Yeah, I would
I'm
enjoy
pretty good
that.
with the bow.
We can make a contest.
We'll talk more of potential work soon.
Oh, we have to work now?
And as you finish the conversation about potential work and roosters, very elegant, dressed with too much gold for this evening that it's mostly silver and darkness, Adam comes in. Visage, he's trying to find tables. It's quite the midnight district, so you imagine it's sort of like this elvish style favela. Like there's a lot of people. Approximately 1/3 of the population is concentrated in this district, and on top of this, everybody who wants to celebrate at night comes to this district. So everything is packed and full to the rim. A lot of people keep coming and asking for Headdom's chair, and you're no, this is reserved. We're waiting for a friend. And you see,
you, sir.
and you're seeing him.
So I enter, keeping the very stoic pose and just brushing off a bit of the dust and from just walking around the city. And
Pollution.
I go on the chair, sit down. Good evenings.
Evening. So, do you ace your test?
Well, of course, it was trivial to me, all of those questions.
Oh, pardon me for asking.
No,
How
no
could
problem.
I?
But it's good to see you. Hope you had a productive afternoon.
Well, sure. If you call productive seeing a huge rock with your face on it, maybe.
It's rather more impressive than productive, but
Yeah.
ça va.
I'm sure you'll get accustomed to the city in a few days, and hopefully you'll consider it your home soon.
You don't really have another choice. I mean, you might have
Fingers
another
crossed,
choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any news from the Chancellor?
Have I received any letters back from the Chancellor after?
No, just the ones that we talked about.
Okay.
Right now, you're receiving another letter with a short note and 3 red papers.
Yeah. I don't believe he knows where we are. Have you ordered?
Sorry?
Have you ordered?
Ordered drinks?
Whatever you have.
I do not know. Respecting Lunai's customs to keep it down on consuming meat so that it won't bring bad luck to the cattle, I shall order myself a salad.
an elven individual that has like this beautiful coloration blouse of like different shades of indigo and darkness and a little bit of silvery rims, comes and brings you the salad of lunae, which is this like indigo leaves with a bit of sort of this mushrooms from the midnight forest. It's not very satisfactory, but it has a good aroma. Like it doesn't really hold for hunger.
Yeah.
And while this is happening, on a different part of the district, we go to a shady street. Where someone just entered in a dimly lit room where a man with dark hair and dark eyes, adorned with the symbol of lumen on his arms and a red circle with symbolizing the new formation.
A person that we actually know as the Flame, the arch nemesis of Pax, right?
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Okay, so he has like his feet up of his table, and he's looking intensely at this new character, which is the Chancellor, that still has his hood on, and he
says something like, "Welcome, Chancellor. Have you brought in the official documentation as requested?" And this other figure that sits on the other side of the table, this dark gray skinned Chancellor. Right?
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. He's on the table, not on the table, near the table. Thank you, Paul. And he has like this banner with the front of the liberation of the ascension of the mankind through embers. And as I described you before, he has a briefcase inscribed with letters that say like specific documentation from the Midnight University.
And as he's handing the documentation, he says, "As thee did request, here are thy documents," and he throws them on the table.
He says that, and this is witnessed by a half-elven figure with Rorschach mask, sort of in the same form of a butterfly with the discoloration around her eyes and in her irises. It's Grace, and she looks in disbelief, and she doesn't know exactly what to do. She's thinking. She
should be in disbelief, right? Because she just saw a person that she, in a way, trusted and helped her in hard moments, and all of these emotions run over, and she just finds herself running down the alleyway to someone that can bring this man to justice as fast as he can, and she's like hitting on people on the street, doesn't care, she just runs. She knows she has to get to that person, right?
Okay, I'm just gonna leave. She runs, Grace runs, I'm gonna run because I'm pissed off. Do you wanna come and take over because you like describing things so much?
I will.
No, please go. Okay, go.
Okay.
Go. And where was I?
Don't forget your water.
Yes,
don't forget your water.
Thank
so
you.
Grace is running.
Here, mix with your water. This is your
so
water.
Grace is running and running, and she reaches like this. She has this white blouse with a purple vest that I just improvised. Right now, I wasn't prepared for it.
Oh, excuse me.
Please don't be mindful of the camera. And Grace is running and entering this like very crowded area, which is the Firefly Park, and near the Firefly Restaurant.
That's now technically his call. Is the Firefly Park crowded, Paul?
The Firefly Park itself, it's really strange because there is this separation between the streets of the Lunai district, which is filled with people dancing and seers staying at the edges of the street, giving people these interpretation of their dreams. Where the part of the tavern comes inside the Firefly Park, it's such a quiet and beautiful atmosphere. For in the park itself, people are gathering in small groups to meditate. Lovers sit underneath a tree looking at the stars. Old people go to enjoy the peace and quiet. But there is still a mass of people that just fills the streets. Yet in this park, even though there are a lot of people, it's calm and tranquil.
So, beyond this calm and tranquility, Grace is running. And she's looking for the tavern, and she takes a sit. She, next to you, Pax, and she puts like a hand on your shoulder, and she's trembling, and she looks like mortified and sort of also perplexed, like.
Did it get?
Hi.
Did it get worse?
I don't. Yeah, it got worse, and I don't know exactly how to tell you this without you losing it again. So, Flame is in Greenspring? Is it exactly in this district? And the Chancellor is in alliance with him? Is meeting him? And giving him information? And it's happening right now. It's Flame. It's not anyone. It's him.
You know where?
Yeah.
This is a twist of events for sure.
Back where you are from, was the institution of conscription in any way familiar?
The institution of conscription.
Yes, I would like to, on behalf of the Greenspring Knighthood, rent your services. More importantly, this is for something that matters. What happened out in the square? The
terrorist attack.
Is it the same bastard?
yes, and
You want to jump him?
if we have his location now, he is good at hiding. If we lose him, we will lose him for a long time.
First, I don't think he would be alone in there. We should, of course, hurry.
Time is of the essence.
Of course, though I suggest we do a bit of just scouting around.
Yes?
Mommy, look, a beautiful firefly as a small child just pushes in your table. Not intentional, as his mother comes and tries to excuse us. Sorry. Look, mother, there are fireflies everywhere.
Who did the kid bump into?
Into your table, into your setup.
But not into any of the people.
No.
Be careful about your pockets. This is... No, pockets. This is midnight, after all.
Thank God I don't have anything then.
But you might and will, and time is of the essence.
How dangerous it is.
Send an update to the barracks. This is the address. Shows on a piece of paper. So they know where we're going, so they can send backup. But we have to get there fast. The troops will get there late.
She takes the paper and writes the address. She gives it back.
I will be going to try and end this fast. And you can consider the beginning of your service with such a mission. It is something that is surely life-threatening. I do not expect you to come, but would be most grateful if you did, as would Greenspring itself.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think I'm going to go help him.
What else do we have to lose?
He gets
For our
up.
lives.
Sorry.
It's our only friend.
Sure, we can consider him a friend.
Pax gets up, flicks the golden feather, and it's within a movement, a sword. Adam, yes?
Yeah, before leaving, Adam will take his astral deck. He will look at one of the other, so to say, portents that's been shown to him the night before in form of a constellation of the throne, and knowing that he's supposed by the cosmic forces today to take care of the city. So he knows his duty is to follow you, and as such, I will stand up and exit with you.
Grace, I know how messed up all this is, but can you lead the way?
Definitely. So you're all coming?
Yeah. But we should be quiet about it.
Yet fast.
Stealth. Yes.
No, maybe quickly brief us. Does this
On the way.
flame dude have any disadvantages or?
I'll brief you on the way.
I think Pax knows better. Right. She lifts up and darts. Do you guys go?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
See,
sorry. Let's have
Genevieve
it.
is being very, very fast and like she's super speedy and she just goes ahead and then sits a bit and waits for you guys and then goes ahead again.
So we see our party leaving the Firefly Tavern, and we pan out a little bit from this scene, and as we start to see the Elven favela, those rooftops, as we see that all the streets of the Lunite district are just filled with masses of people. Some are dancing with ribbons, some are just enjoying the moment, some are gazing at the beautiful moon as they are pushed from the shoulder, as the mass of people just keep moving. It's like a dark colored bloodstream to a beautiful district. And we see our adventurers pushing through the crowd of people, trying to not lose grace in their sight, and Genevieve as they are moving forward. And we see the camera getting slower down closer to the group, as we see from behind the party where Pax is covering the back, so to make sure nobody's following. Pax, you feel a sudden touch on your arm and you are stopped in the middle of the road. Do you turn?
Tensed and poised to strike.
You tensely turn as you see this olden visage, crouched, a cloak covering most of her face. You see a wrinkled old face. You see the robes of a seer, a dream seer. As she doesn't look at you, she grabs your hand and says, "I was guided here to aid you." And she extends towards you 3 dream whispers, which you know are short, usually cryptic messages that were written through direct connection with Luna, like in a deep trance in the important day of the moon. They are given these messages directly from the moon. Only high art seers and interpreters are able to do this, and many try and swindle them, but you receive 3 of them. And she says, "Open them when you find yourself lost, not sooner, for it will aid you not." So the lady wished. And as she pushes your hand back to your body, not by force, but a group of teenagers come and swindle her to the masses. As she gets lost in the masses, you see her visage disappearing, and the crowd of people begin to move on you as you are left there with these messages in your hand. And you also know that these messages can be read only once. Once the message is read, the magic is gone.
The moonlit night blesses. What do they look like?
They
Objects?
are very small papyrus-like pieces of paper with a beautiful dark blue and silver ribbons. And as you open them, they unfurl simply by magic, and you don't see the message, you hear it in your mind.
And that prophetic guidance comes and is set at the moment you open them.
Yes.
Passes one to Adam, Lady Lune, and one to Grace. For when in an emergency, we would have context for these.
I know,
but if you
we're
need
just
them,
being dramatic.
yeah.
What was the name?
Yeah.
Dream
Whispers.
Dream whispers.
They are usually made in this holy night, since the moon is the most powerful in this moment, and the seers are there in the Midnight Chapel downloading the information from Lady of the Night. And as you share these notes, you start moving again through the streets. again see this very strange and beautiful separation between the mass of people that are just moving around, some with ribbons, some dancing in the air with invisible partners. It's such a celebration moment. And as we pan towards the park that is just quiet, and this beautiful nocturnal fauna and vegetation, the lows hues of blue and silver, together with the charming lights given by the fireflies, create like an awe-inspiring visage. Such different moments, such different places with different energies, and all of them beautifully interacting with one another. Yet, this is something that we go through for our parties, steadfast on going where Grace saw the Chancellor. And as we move past the streets, we go past the firefight park, the Elven favela, crowded it is now with people having to make sure you don't lose one another. You go past something that, Genevieve, you find familiar. You go past a small shrine and you swear you've seen it somewhere. And can you give me a history, please?
9.
You see, all of you see Genevieve stop, looking at what you know, Grace and Pax, to be the shrine to the Church of Enduring, which is a very beautiful way that the district accepted other religions, creating this whole place around the small Church of Enduring, this old monument that was preserved as best as it could be and not disturbed by the rest of the creation of the district. You see between these rugged buildings this simple yet profound shrine that is dedicated to the Church of Enduring.
Pax touches Genevieve's arm. The Night Father will be here after we're done saving the day.
Okay. And you see a silvery tear down her cheek.
Allons-y.
You move past. Grace, could you please give me a survival check?
Okay. Natural 20, I shit you not, with the 24.
Bringing those DM dice.
Exactly.
She knows
It's the whisper dice.
Grace knows the city.
Exactly.
She knows the city. She dodges, and she sort of takes you through a very slim street between two buildings. It's almost like you barely squeeze through it, and then go through someone's home and exits through a window. And as you get closer and closer, at some point she grasps your shoulder, Pax, and she says, "Be careful how you use your eyes." And as she says this, they flicker in the Sabbat watercolors for a second, and you have now Vigilant Blessing, which allows you advantage in the next initiative turn, unless I make something otherwise.
What does it feel like? What do I see different?
You feel that you're more on point, and more you perceive more stuff, and you're more on guard.
Ready.
And as you do that, and as you help Pax, and as you put your trust into Pax, with all of these emotions going around and knowing what you have to do, trust that word just pulses in your head because you've worked so hard to have it again. You trusted him, and you're trusting Pax. Is it worth trusting?
I don't know. Shut up. Stop asking me stuff.
And all of those thoughts just are put to the side as you focused on your mission and on your direction, something that helped you so much along the way. And you move past, you go through the houses, you go through the small streets, as all of you are stopped by Grace. And the camera stops behind our party as we see in front there is this beautiful, simple street where people are moving past. not a lot of people. It seems to be much more on the margin of the district, so there are fewer people going around. You see still some drunken people going around. You see at a certain moment a caravan of seers with their beautiful wagon decorated with silver indentation moving past, just throwing dream whispers around like they're popcorn. You also see a cloaked figure with a mask on his face, probably a storyteller. You also get very amazed to see a group of children that are without parents, looking around and searching for something. Yet in front of you, Grace, now sits this structure, the structure that started it all. You see the old house, probably abandoned, has 2 stories, yet the second one is destroyed, caved in completely, and the first floor seemed to be undamaged, only the second floor seemed to be caved in, and you see the small alleyway that you went through to peek on that boarded window. And as you do that, you are so focused on the building that you don't see the other people that are going around. It's like that moment of focus. What do you guys do?
Before we go in, if at all avoidable, do not make this man a martyr. If we can, we take him in to be judged and be seen by all to be judged. He channels highly flammable divine energy. He's likely to have zealot henchmen on hand, which will not hesitate to throw their lives at us. Subdue them gently only if you can.
Before entering, I'd just like to look around, see if either we've been followed or if there are any other, not really shady individual, but people that are eyeing us and like
Give
intently.
me, please, the perception check.
Let's see. Not that great. It's a 14.
14. Well, it seems like I will have to start rolling as well at this point. Is that all the damage I'm going to give? No. I do not have the DM's luck, it seems. You start looking around. You see people that are crossing by. Yet at a certain point, you see a young man standing very tall with an athletic physique, short brown hair that is neatly styled, a framing face adorned with some piercing green eyes. You see over his shoulders a leather jacket that is draped over him, giving like a rugged charm. Beneath a simple shirt that hints at both practicality and style, knee-high boots and some baggy pants. And why does this person get your attention? Is because he stops in the middle of the street. All the people are moving past. He's looking at your group. He's looking straight at Grace. And Grace, you see, after 1 year and a half, Cameron Greenhope, which was your best friend in the orphanage. You've known each other since the beginning. You were there through thick and thin. You had those late nights where you were both so sick and tired of this world that he would just take his broken guitar and he would try to sing some notes, and you were just sitting there laughing and talking about how good you're gonna make the world together. And 1 year and a half, when he was of age, he had to leave the orphanage, but he promised he would be back. And when you were ready to leave the orphanage, he will come for you. And as the best friends that you were gonna make this world better for yourselves. And you make contact with those green, piercing eyes as he says, Grace, as he starts slightly jogging toward your group. You see the same individual coming to you, very close to your group, as he has his eyes connected to Grace, like, can I have a hug?
Sure.
And he goes and hugs you, and you remember that those beautiful moments where time stops, when he needed that embrace or you needed that embrace, and it would just make the world stop for a second, and it would make you breathe in and realize the present moment that you're in. As you stay in the hug, and he releases you, cleans his shoulder, he says, I'm so sorry, Cameron Greenhope. I did not know you had so many friends.
Still don't, still didn't. How are you?
I mean, I'd rather not talk about this right now. You seem to be busy. What are you doing
We are
here?
quite
Yeah,
indeed busy.
We're very busy.
Are you in trouble? Can I help? He
I
looks
think
at
we can catch up.
bags.
Maybe later.
Yeah, we
a
can.
bit.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit later, maybe. Yeah. Write me an address. Still at the orphanage.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm gonna. Well, if you have nothing else to do in this like evening, maybe after I finish the business I have in town, we can like catch up again.
Right. Yeah. Write me. I don't know. Bye. She scatters.
Did this man seem to have anything to do with the building Grace was taking us into?
Give me a perception check.
Oh. 14.
You don't know. You just saw him coming from the building. Maybe he was passing by. Maybe he was there. I will remind you there are gonna be certain moments where I'm gonna send you messages, private ones. But you are not sure if his presence there is correlated or not. Maybe just a twist of fate. The Lady of the Night likes to create moments like this, so it's the saying. Well, if I don't know if you need any help with anything, just let me know.
We're gonna write you. Bye. Don't want to be rude, but we're into something very important, and yeah, probably more. It's better that you're not sitting here. Maybe change districts.
Why? What happened?
It doesn't matter.
I can
No?
no,
It's not this
I like to
street.
help you.
Probably just not this street.
Okay. Okay. If you know best, and he starts to back away with his hands up, and he starts still keeping eye contact with you, but going on the street and then just turning and heading northwards. After that random encounter, let's see what you do.
Those of us that can be quiet, Grace, take us in. Those that can't be quiet, hold a bit back to be second line.
What I would propose also is someone goes and takes a sweep around the building.
I can help with that.
Sure. Let me accompany you.
No need for that.
Well,
As-
that's just sketchy from the get-go, but okay.
Oh, if anything, if you wish to help, just allow me to put a hand on your shoulder. And
Why?
after I do that, you see that Adam's eyes just go milky white with a few glimpse starry things around his irises, and he just utters, Halria, be my eyes and guide. And at that point, you do see that there is an albino owl with intense, very big yellowish eyes, and I'll have my familiar just take a swipe around as it flies.
So your
Around, and,
owl just goes over the building, looking around.
Yeah, and
nearby
does
streets.
a circle, and I look through its eyes, see
Okay.
if I perceive anything.
Give me a perception check, please.
In the meantime, I just take his hand, like, with 2 fingers off my shoulder now. Talk about starstruck. Oh, okay. Nice.
15.
Introduce the owl to my 2 ravens. Also
We
circling
go
above.
inside the owl's perception as it flies past the street and has a bird eye view of the surrounding small streets of the place. We see the caved-in part of the second floor. You don't see any people on the streets. As you make 1, 2, 3 rounds around the place, the door doesn't move. There's no sign of movement. It's like nobody was there or is there. As the owl just very silently, like the 100 is, goes down and sits on top of your shoulder.
This is Halria. You could say, she's sort of a spiritual guide of mine.
Report, Adam. Adam, report.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah. But it seems quiet, suspiciously quiet. Around, nobody seeming to go in or out through the doors, and no other folks around it.
You're sure you weren't seen? That we haven't been baited?
I don't think we were baited.
Who is on Quiet Squad? With me and Grace?
On the quiet one.
You have to back up then.
Well,
Just keep
Sorry, love. This is what I did
a few feet
400
behind.
years ago.
I mean, if you want, I can be backup. I can stay outside if you want to get inside.
You need to show us in. Guide
mean,
us to where you
I'll keep an eye on the
Where in the
streets.
Right there at the street level. I didn't even go inside. I just peek through the window.
Just be 10 seconds behind us. That's all. Simply so we are quiet.
Of course.
Sure. Let's do this.
So do you go stealthily?
Yeah, we go stealthily, and before we all go inside, she turns to you guys and says, "I don't know how well your eyes work. I assume yours are shit, but tonight you will be using your eyes properly." And as she says this, again, all of your eyes, same sort of like a flash of the Sabbat water texture, and then you all see 300 feet in darkness.
Wow. I look shifty.
As I cast
Alright,
Night of the Eyes for 1 hour.
So it's dark vision.
For 300.
Yeah.
So we have
Feet.
night vision goggles, basically.
You have night vision goggles. You see everything clearer in much depth and perception. Everything is so much better now.
High definition.
Can you give me please a stealth roll? A group stealth roll, so to say. As I like to call them. Whoever goes in front right
Come
now.
on, guys. I was made for this.
Okay, so we're rolling. No time for casting other stuff.
You
21.
can cast other stuff before having the roll if you want to.
Okay,
16.
I wanted to cast and be mindful how you move. And again, your arms and legs sort of like get this dark indigo hue. And like wisps of smoke surround them, like they're being concealed. And I'm casting Pass Without Trace, and you can move. You can add a plus 10 to your stealth. Okay.
Wow.
It's like, wow.
Nice.
Does it even catch Adam?
Oh yeah.
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah, before this happens, before we're going.
Strangely enough, the bright light of the moon doesn't seem to affect your party so much. As shadows and maybe a small mist starts to go around over you. So you add a plus 10 to your stealth roll, yes?
Okay, cool. 31.
31, okay.
19. 18, sorry.
18,
25?
25,
26.
and 26. With these rolls, you start moving. Yes.
I would like to, because I'm a bit more speedy than the others, I would like to use my extra speed to move up the walls and on the ceiling and move on the ceiling.
You can, like right now the door is closed. What you see is this very old, decrepit building with just a front door and the caved in for the second floor. You could go from the exterior and go up on the roof if you want to.
No, I'm gonna go up next to the door, but on the upper side, and prepare to go on the ceiling as we enter.
Okay. I will say that you do this as they maybe are opening the door because it will be strange to see a person just hanging there. Oh, no.
But is Grace taking us in through the front door?
Yes.
Is the door locked or is it
We don't
open?
know yet. So she's going in front and she points towards the window. And she's speaking through the window. What does she see?
You see into this small abandoned warehouse, small place. You see the table, that table which held the conversation between Flame and the Chancellor, yet you see something different. The chair is not where it was. It's on the floor. It's hard to see some details, but you swear you see some spots of...
Can I look more with more focus to see if I can perceive?
You can definitely give me another perception roll, yeah.
Okay.
You all wait for Grace to perceive and offer you the feedback. Yes.
So it's 14.
14. You see the table, you see the chair that is on the ground, splintered. You see on the edge of the table and on the floor some spots of thicker liquid.
She tells you this. There's something wrong inside. Like maybe something one's off. Maybe that's blood. Probably.
When I hear the mention of the blood, can I use my keen sense of smell, especially attracted to blood, to perceive if it's...
You can give me a perception check, yes.
Okay.
We're still out on the street.
Yes, I would say that right now you are
19.
sitting on each side of the... Grace is on the small alleyway, you are on the doors. It is definitely the smell of blood. Yet with your a good history with it, you know that it is fresh. It is not old.
That is fresh blood. You are right.
Okay, let's be mindful how we enter.
Did you get in closer past this point, or this is where you saw
This
things
is
from?
where I saw this exact window.
They were at that table.
Yeah.
Did you see anybody in the room?
Yeah, there were two people. The Chancellor.
Right now.
No. No one else.
Is the room empty, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks empty.
Do you think we should give it a try to get in through the window and not the door?
We can definitely try. I've been trying this on the roof.
On the roof. Yeah.
I can try.
I will say that the window is like a small window and it's
Okay.
boarded with two pieces of wood
Okay.
on the inside, so it would be a little bit harder and would make noise
Okay.
if you would try to.
I can try to go on the roof. And I start walking up the building.
Okay.
If you want me to, when she stops mid walk, with 1 feet hovering.
her hair falling down beautifully.
That's
yes,
actually very show-offy but useful. Like, can you please just go?
Let's stop. Now, if we're beginning this, we're beginning this. Everybody, going on your best route, quietest route. We rally inside to where we find the problems. One last quick thing before we begin the quiet. Grace, how did you know to recognize the flame?
It's my business. I don't have. How do you know to recognize the flame yourself?
Fine, we'll talk after.
Do you want me to still stay outside and keep an eye if anyone comes?
I think with Grace's cushioning, you could be right behind me.
All right.
So, it's not cushioning, it's the blessing from Saturni herself, but sure. Let's just disrespect the god that we don't like and respect the one that it's about love and stupid shit.
Why are we talking about gods here?
It's a good time for a pissing contest.
We have a job to do. Jen, I'm gonna give you this rope. When you get up tight something, I'm gonna climb up with you.
D'accord, we do this.
Okay.
You can try to hop on my back. I'm very strong.
I am not piggybacking on you, okay? I'm more than capable of climbing a rope.
So, for the understanding of our viewers at home, and for me as well, you two will decide to go up on through the roof to see, and the three of you will go very stealthily through the front door. Yes.
Before going stealthily through the front door, Grace would like to investigate the front door.
You would like to investigate the front door. Okay. Let's do it like this. Let's do a little bit of a rolls beforehand. Yeah. You can roll me a sleight of hand because you are trying to find a good place to tie that rope so it doesn't.
That won't break.
Yeah, that won't make cave fall.
Oh no.
It's the infinite sign on the vertical line. It's an 8.
You take the rope and you tie it, and at a piece of the wall that seems pretty sturdy. The knot is good.
I'm standing next to the rope.
Yeah. Kate, you see the rope going down. As this is happening, as you see the rope and as you go to grab one,
I try it first to see.
as you try it, I love this. Jen, it's because of your passive perception that you see as she tugs on the rope, the wall.
I tug on the rope and hold it, and
You hold it yourself.
hold
Okay,
it
so you
myself.
become the anchor.
I'm the anchor.
We'll come back to this fun place.
I don't weigh that
Give
much,
me an
but
investigation
Told you
check
to
on the door.
piggyback.
Pax. Welcome back
What?
down, Ben.
I haven't been taught in school if there's traps. Usually, like my way is sneaking but not checking for traps. But if you might, I might help you. They might be on the edge of the rim.
Pax does check if there are any security measures for this door.
If anything, I could help seeing if there's any dangerous magic around.
Yes, please. That would be very useful.
I mean, if I ritually cast, that would take 10 minutes, so we don't have time for
We
that.
don't have
So
this
I will
extended
just
space.
cast Detect Magic simply to see around if there's anything.
He cast detect magic. So you cast detect magic.
As Pax is
and
investigating
booby
the door,
traps.
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Grace is pointing towards the squeaky bit. What's it called? The hinges.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roll me an investigation check. See what
I
the
love
door
it.
tells you.
50.
15. With a 15, you start looking at the door, seeing if there are any invisible threads or loosened floorboard, or even looking very carefully to see if there are any very slight gravings on the door that might form a glyph of warding. There doesn't seem to be any from what you see. And in that moment, have them you close your natural senses and you open yourself to the arcana, to the magic, this gift that the gods gave you, and you just feel a pulse, like a boom. And with that pulse, you feel the magical items that the people around you have. You have sense the magical items that people that are passing by, some jewelry, some belts, some coins, some of them. Inside the warehouse, you feel something small, like in the middle of the chamber, that has the school of evocation on it.
Evocation. Okay.
There's a magical object, small of size,
In the center, like behind the door.
behind the door, like
In the-
sort of like in the center-ish, like some 25-30 feet away from down.
There is an aura of an evocation magic being behind
that?
the door.
How many feet out?
So
What's advocation magic?
it's something that has to do with the elements. Mostly to harm. So fire, ice.
So, yeah, flame with
electricity.
fire. It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Though what he does is
Perhaps.
personally not technically magic. Regardless, how many feet out?
Would I know?
25,
20
30 feet.
25, 30.
Noted.
As you're having this conversation, you hear the sound of rope stretching and forcing, like that. As you see Grace, not Grace, going up the wall, having full faith in our dear Genevieve that the rope is very well secured, yes. Could you please give me a strength saving throw, as your body is just an anchor now for Kate here.
It's a 17.
No problem, Kate. Just there are moments where the rope comes a little bit down. You're You're wondering what is happening as Genevieve on the other side is like, oh, holding the anchor, loosens some feet, goes back, but she's holding strong. As you get up on the roof, as you see her holding the rope, smiling at you, and you get up, and you are now on the roof.
You were holding it the whole time.
I told you could piggyback on me.
I
I'm
didn't
very
want to
strong.
piggyback on you.
I'm showing you my muscles. Look at these guns.
Oh, well, great, sure.
There's
just
no
wanted to
guns.
do it by myself.
Look at these
With boulders.
Might I say,
Crossbows.
what mighty guns? Yes. But now you two are on the roof. What are you doing there?
What do we see?
You see, with a perception check that you will roll me, of course.
Of course.
Yes.
Sure.
Nothing.
23.
Thank you, Jen. Mine is pretty low at an 8. I'm still shocked.
You are
that
still
Jen-
tying the rope. You see that the rope is still around Genevieve's waist as she takes it off.
No, I just pulled her a bit closer and untied myself.
Genevieve, you see the broken bits of wall that are down on this ceiling in a way. You see a part in the corner that seemed to be opened, cracked by time and by rain and by disuse and not repaired. You see a crack on the edge of the room where you could jump inside.
Or walk inside. On the walls.
Or walk inside on the walls if you are Genevieve.
Fancy a piggyback ride through that hole over there?
Okay. Because we have to be as stealthy as possible, and well, this is a shack. Yes, I will piggyback. Disdainfully, but I will.
Wonderful. Let's do this.
The fun time with the ladies is still going on, but downstairs, what do you do?
Time to open the door.
You start opening the door and you put your hands on the door and you push and you feel a little bit of resistance. The door starts to open so slightly as you peek inside. Give me a perception check.
13.
You don't see anything. It's still the door is still opening. You see the small window where Grace saw the whole moment. You open the door more and more and you see the chair that is on the floor. You see the blood marks. You start hearing from the corner of the room something moving.
Is it all one big room?
It's just one big room, yeah. 20 foot high.
And what's inside other than the table?
Well, other than the table, you see a lot of this type of abandoned warehouse. Times neglect is evident in the decrepit walls. The paint is peeling away in patches and exposing the raw wood that is beneath. There is this moment where dust dances lazily in the shafts of the dim light that is filtered to the window. You see some boxes and crates like on the farther wall. Probably their content long since taken away. In the middle you see this small place where this simple table is there, accompanied by this solitary chair that is now on the ground with a splintered backrest. And as you start to see more of this and you open the door more, you see two figures coming down from the upper
As I might add, not to my advantage,
Oh, yes.
I have an umbral sight feat, which means that anyone can see through dark vision, doesn't see me and perceive me as invisible.
You
Yep.
see Kate levitating down the hole, descending upon us mere mortals.
Yeah, and I imagine it like when we are on the roof, because we have the moonlight. I still see Jen, but as we go down the wall, I stop seeing her and just slightly like
Panic.
No, I'm just I do feel her, but I'm starting to hold on a bit more because I don't understand what's happening and why is she disappearing in front of my eyes.
Me, I'm clueless about this
Exactly.
feature of mine. I'm like walking,
A
carrying
strange
Kate on my back.
chameleon effect. Like you see the
I start
wall,
seeing the
but it's
wall.
exactly, yeah.
I feel Kate squeezing me a bit more. I squeeze her thighs a bit more. I don't know what this means, but I'm like,
Why are you disappearing?
why are you disappearing?
What does that even mean? I'm not disappearing.
Me neither.
I can't see you anymore. And I have dark vision. How does that work?
Exactly.
Maybe you're getting older.
Oh, fuck you. First of all.
As
You
you
look
hear
older
this
than me.
conversation, Pax, you open the door and you head inside. The two
I
of
push
you.
through packs, but smoothly, like. And Grace comes inside the door and takes a sweep over the room and tries to see if she can see anything.
You go in the room. All of you that want to perceive something around the room can roll me an investigation or a perception. If you are rolling an investigation, please tell me exactly what you are investigating for. Tracks, pieces of.
As I enter the room, is the magical faint aura still there?
Yes, and you see what it is. It is a insignia, like a small golden, like you imagine a golden coin, but it has indentation on it with some sort of drawing or something. You're not sure because you're still distant. If you can get closer.
Okay. I will want to investigate that.
Okay, so you are investigating that. What is the rest of us doing? So we
I
can.
rolled the perception.
Okay, you rolled. What is the perception?
Natural 20 for a total of 26.
I also rolled the perception and I rolled shit, so I think it's an 8. And so basically Pax keeps getting in front of Grace like, oh, let's investigate this, and Grace is just blocked and she can't see anything.
Okay.
I rolled shitty as well, 8.
8.
I rolled a perception. I rolled a 10 because I'm still trying to get over the fact that Jen disappeared and I can't see her anymore.
Pax is specifically looking for any other way out of this place, like towards the basement, towards a different exit. Anywhere the people here might have gone other than out through the front door.
Okay. An investigation, please.
20.
100.
1.
21. That's a beautiful age, guys.
Yes, it is.
Every age is a beautiful age. It was a trap center. This is what is happening. Adam, you see this magical item and you are so focused on the fact that it is magical that you just get close to it and you see this beautiful coin. Give me a history check, please.
It's a... Okay, that's good. It's a 21.
You've seen this before. You've seen it when the city guards came with members of this flame organization. They had it on their uniforms and on their bodies, usually to signify that they are part of the gang. It is there on the table. I will come back to you. Grace and Pax. Grace is trying to go in the direction. You are going the same direction. You know what you're looking for. You're looking for a way out of this place that might not be the front door. And you look at tracks and you see some tracks going. The dust helps you a lot because you see tracks that are going from the desk towards the door. You also see tracks that are going around the table. You see a very quick attempt, a very amateurish attempt to dust with a probably broom to make them go away. Didn't work so well. Probably they were in a hurry. But looking around, you don't see any other way of them getting out. Yet what you do see is what Grace told you, those spots of blood. And you see on the splintered chair on the back of it, you see like a ripped part of material. And can you give me a history check as well?
14.
14. You've seen, you get closer to the ripped cloth. You don't touch it because you're being careful about being booby-trapped. You see that it's very expensive fabric. You've seen it before. It's nobles use it. A person that you were in an adventure had it. The Chancellor. It is a piece of his long cloak fabric. As that happens, Genevieve. Kate is still very fascinating about you and how your form, in a way, if it's not in completely darkness, you see half of the legs. If you are in darkness, you turn like in a sort of like a chameleon effect, and you are just looking around, searching for something, and you find hidden behind, probably thrown away, behind some crates. You have to move them. You see a crumbled piece of paper that seems to be. Like my sound effects.
I unpacked it very, very quickly and tried to flatten it with my palms and hands.
Okay, I will send you what you read. Because maybe you don't feel like sharing today, and it's okay. So this is okay. Let's go back to you. What would you like to do?
Would I know if it's safe to touch or not, this thing?
The fact? No. Give me an Arcana check, please.
Okay. Okay, Arcana. This should be my bread and butter. And I roll pretty shitty. It's a 14.
You know that different type of schools do different type of things. The fact that there is evocation on these items, there might be a hint there.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Okay, so I tell Pax, and so if I got this right, Jen and Katie are at the upstairs floor.
No,
No, they are right now down.
Okay, in this case, I'll tell Pax, it looks like indeed the flame agents were here as suggested by that, as I point towards the insignia. But before touching it, I'd suggest all of us just take a bit of a step back and be at what's the range of Mage Hand? Let me see. Mage Hand range 30. So be like basically next to the wall on the other side. And with Mage Hand, I want to get it and pick it up.
You hear a squeak in that moment. It's coming from Genevieve, a squeak. And she's like, but, and in a whisper, she says, but I found these, you guys.
And we see just a
It's a riddle.
Do you continue with the hand or do you stop the hand to see what's going on?
I mean,
Maybe it's important. I feel
okay, the hand was almost halfway through, but I retracted.
we can do that later.
All right.
And I hand it to Pax.
Puts it on the table for everyone.
Do you want to say what it reads?
The Red Duke's blind to our true game. Keep heart, stay low. From every pinch, we'll raise like sparks. Them shadows, just tools to bring back our glory days before the Greens took over.
Very strange.
I will share it on our mutual group.
please.
And Keith, could you please give me a history check?
Yes. This sounds a lot more like old school obscurist propaganda than the flames.
I
Quite.
honestly don't know anything about politics. What's a Red Duke? I thought just the Red Empire. It's
The Red Kingdom.
What did you roll in your history?
the Red Kingdom. It's an 8. It's a 9.
With the 16, there's something off about this message. You've had interaction with some people that use a certain kind of cant to deliver some messages that other would not understand the full meaning behind, and you believe this might be a way that the message is sent so not everyone understands it, but those that have the cant underbelt.
Most of the red lands are obscurist.
Are luminous.
Luminous.
Luminite, most of them.
Huh.
But there's also humans there. I'm telling you as a DM.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you, guys.
where are shifters predominantly from, though?
Shifters from the Greenland.
Right.
Beast tribes, shifters, and from the east, where is the cold land.
So the
Right,
Red Dukes don't know
my-
about this.
My interpretation of this after reading between the lines, it speaks to me of some sort of an alliance between some of the obscuro individuals and this group of radicalists that apparently don't believe their actions are supported by their kingdom.
Could be that. Could be a Luminite obscurist anti-hebdomatic plotting.
And the Red Dukes are oblivious to this strategy. From
Yes,
the Red
indeed.
Kingdom.
I don't know.
The ruling family is notoriously red-haired.
Oh.
That's one thing as well.
And they are also, as you saw,
Yes.
suspiciously reluctant in addressing this. They want to keep up appearances until they seat a new king proper. We'll get into it's a lot of politics after we do this.
You know what? Give me that. Just.
Do you believe this is something the
It's on the table.
Chancellor wrote to the Flames?
Actually, and Kate just picks
The
it up
camera
and,
pans towards Kate and she's holding
and
the
just
paper.
reads it a bit. And here's what I think it means. I think it goes like this. So the Red Kingdom's blindness to our purpose veils their understanding. Let our resolve be unyielding, like heart's eternal flame. For every hardship we shall rise like embers, for the children of sin are but tools to restore our golden age, before the green shadows clouded our reign. So,
What did you say? Come again, the last bit.
before the green shadows clouded our reign,
And before that?
we shall rise like embers, for the children of sin are but tools to restore our golden age. Does that sound familiar to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so why did you
Insight
ask?
check.
Yep.
I'm squinting my eyes at Grace.
Now
Give me an
you
insight.
can roll me perception, deception, whatever you decide, and
Really sounds like a more poetic version of the same thing.
It's an 18.
17. 17.
I have you on my eyes.
17.
Use the non-DM die, please.
Yeah, no, I used it already. So basically, what can you see with those rolls is that Grace just gets lost in space and thinks and quivers, and obviously
That's what I wanted to do.
when she says
We can do it together.
no, I don't know anything about it. It says it with such laissez-faire that you don't even like believe it. It's very fast. It's like a mechanism response. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, would you like to talk about your feelings?
Oh.
Because you seem like you're thinking.
You can think again. Maybe it rings a bell this time.
As you are standing in this silence and waiting
What's
for
wrong
a,
with you?
for a certain response, you're starting out of the way. Get out of the way now.
I go to meet the troops outside.
Okay.
So I still want to pick that up,
Okay,
but with Mage Hand after everybody is
Everybody
at a
is safe
safe
to the
distance.
wall. Pax, you get out on the front door because you realize the armor and the clanking and everything.
I'm going outside, but I'm trying to like stealthily,
Go
force
to
of
the alleyway.
habit, go to another
Give me
alleyway.
a stealth check for that. You two are close to the wall, are
Are
listening
you
to Adam.
I am. I don't know where she,
I'm
where she
behind-
is.
I'm behind Kate, who is behind Adam. So
Okay,
like,
okay.
Is Grace coming out the door?
Yes, and then she.
While heading out towards the door, Pax does lean in and say, "Whatever you have going on, you tell us when you're ready. But it isn't important. If it's important to this mission, make sure you factor it in. Yes,
Yes, of course.
What is your
please.
spell?
Thank you."
Do I still have pass without trace?
You
The
do still
10
have-
minutes pass.
Yes. No,
No.
I will give you
Up
9
to an
minutes and
hour.
30
I
seconds.
have it.
That's
So
30
I
seconds.
am at 24.
100. Okay, so with the 24, you get the message from Pax. Pax, you get out of the area, you to dodge on the wall, and you go to touch the hand. Yeah, right. We'll do it like this. Pax, in front of you, you see this. You see, first of all, that there are 3 individuals. The first one comes with this breastplate that is crafted from sturdy steel, polished to a gleaming shine, adorned with engravings of intertwining vines and blossoming flowers. The pauldrons are embellished with leaf-like motifs, where a deep green cloak drapes over the guard's shoulder, emblazoned with the emblem of Greenspring. Their helm features a visor shaped like a stylized leaf, providing ample protection while allowing for clear vision. As this figure and those behind him stop and say, "Excuse me, sir, we, Captain Thornleaf, at your service."
There's a gesture over Pax's left forearm, and for a few seconds, shield with the green crest is visible, and then it's glamored back off.
We received an anonymous message that a very important meeting that is engraving the structure of Greenspring is happening here.
We were too late, I'm afraid. This was the location.
This is what you hear as while the conversation was happening. You touch the coin. You see beads from the coin, similar to a fireball. I will need you 3 to give me dexterity saving throws. You are jumping on the ground, trying to get as fast to the door as you can, as you see this just coalescing.
You kill my character.
It's
Dirty
the
20.
is the explosion happening where the coin is, or it's
Yes.
because at this point I think we'd be 30 feet away from it.
If you are inside the room, you would be like 15 feet, 20 feet away from it because you're going close to the door. If you want 30 feet, you would have to
Normally,
stay
yeah, I
inside.
would want to be as far away as I want because I thought 30 feet would be away
Yes.
from it.
Okay.
Normally,
No,
yeah,
he
that's
said it's 20 by 20 feet, so
But
it
this
was a pretty
is
small
not a
room.
standard fireball. It has a bigger radius
Let's
than you.
let's do
than
it
30
like
feet.
this. Give me the dexterity saving throws, please.
It's a room
Don't
burner.
worry.
Yeah, it's a room burner.
We're
Yeah.
dirty 20s today.
Dirty
Both
20s.
of us.
Like, nope. And just bolt out of there.
Yeah.
My luck is gone.
Ain't
What's
nobody,
happening?
ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. What happens if I die and I'm invisible?
Nobody will know. It's like Harry on the train.
Yeah, exactly.
How
Where's
much?
Luna
10.
when you need one?
You
Well,
see
actually,
this
in the books,
forming.
it was Tom
Adam,
Stefan.
you are running towards the exit as you realize what is happening. You duck. Just go towards the ground as fast as you can, and you see the form coalescing, but it's not fire in nature. It's much more of a force and a boom, like boom. There is some flame, but maybe a cantrip or magic of illusion that creates it to give it more flair than it actually has. As you, Adam, are jumping, you see Adam just jumping on the doorway. The chair that was down on the ground moves out of the force into the doorway, hitting Adam a little bit on the shoulder as he ducks to the ground. Adam, because of the chair, you receive 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
What is this
Chair
wrestling?
damage.
chair damage. As the window is shattered, people are just, what's going on? Oh my god! The guards immediately shields and swords at the ready, saying, what is happening?
I lead them inside the next second.
Yeah, and also now that the trap has been detonated, again, still with mage hand, I'll pick it up, and it's inactive right now.
It is inactive, yeah.
Maybe.
And I'll
Are like the walls still in one place, or?
The walls have like cracks in them. It was definitely more of a force, kind of like made to create a booming noise and attract attention more than it was to damage.
And well, this floating hand will bring in the insignia to you, Pax. Here is the evidence we will need from this
And
investigation.
as you look behind the coin, like writing itself in real time, beneath the flames, shackles turn to ash, and true liberation is born. You said that you will lead the guards inside. They start investigating the area. Like 10 minutes pass. Grace, you are hidden on the alleyway.
I want to go around the building and see if I see someone suspicious.
Roll me a perception check, please. What are the rest of you doing? Sorry.
I go to Adam
19.
I go kick Adam.
while he's down.
We didn't get any damage,
He
no?
deserves him.
Adam, how far can you see through your familiar?
About 100 feet. Why?
Because I may have pardon, which is what he actually sequences and says, a method to try and get to at least the Chancellor, but it requires logistics, difficult, challenging logistics. Sending him a letter, Halkea following the letter, and us on horseback with you blind, trying to keep within range of her.
That's brilliant.
I see.
It's a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
Who's gonna carry Adam? Sorry.
The horse. The horse.
I mean, yeah, but he'd be.
Me and Adam would be on the same horse.
Okay.
I would
okay.
hold him.
You're
Very
both
romantic.
blind and deaf during this.
Oh, really?
We'd be keeping him safe.
Okay.
He's what's the but
Sure. What? I have a question.
Yes.
If they spot the bird, Harrier, I'm sorry, no mean to disrespect, and let's say they catch it, they do something to it, does it affect you directly?
No.
Okay.
She's just a
Only,
guiding
like-
spirit.
Okay.
this is just a bird in the sky.
Yes.
I don't know.
Do we still see Grace, or has she scuttled
Grace.
off?
You don't see Grace right now. You look at the alleyway. Grace, you start looking around for people looking or somebody running. There are people
I
that saw the
know
explosion.
people in general and expressions, and I want to look for.
Most of them are scared. Most of them look shocked. Most of them are saying they're in their groups, muttering, "Oh, what happened? Oh my God!" You see a figure. You see his leather jacket, looking at you, turning and running north.
Fuck! I'm gonna go after him. Do I recognize him?
It's gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna go after him.
Okay, we love this. We love this. Okay, so we see a Grace bolting out the alleyway towards Cameron. Are you doing it stealthily or just like da-na-na-na-na?
I'm trying to run. Obviously, he saw me. I'm dropping stealth, and I'm trying to run and catch his shoulder. And as soon as I get to him, turn him around on his heels.
Okay. Give me please.
And you know what? I'm gonna cast a cantrip, which is the blessing of Luna, of Saturni, which allows me to move 10 feet more. It's Saturni's whisper, and it's walking through life. So basically, wisps surround the Grace, and she has 30 feet of movement extra.
So he starts running, he starts bolting.
No.
He sees that you
10 feet of movement extra, sorry.
he sees that you saw him, and he starts running, and seeing that you are getting closer and closer, he starts to use distraction. He takes a car that is with barrels and just on the way as he continues to bolt northwards. Can you give me a dexterity check to see how well this doesn't bother you and helps you to get close to him?
22.
See,
I
like that,
jump, like I
exactly.
jumped on a swift move, and I automatically also cast something else. I use telepathy, and I shout in his, "Stop running, you moron!"
And as you say that, is the continuous telepathic connection, or is just for the
I
message
think he
ones?
can reply back. Let me check so I don't say something stupid. But I think he can reply.
Why did you do that, Adam, sorry, all that bit.
Telepathic. So I can basically use message.
Want to kill us or what?
Got the wrong impression. There might have been a slight miscalculation on my part regarding the trajectory.
Miscalculation. Really? That's what you call you blowing
No,
up the room?
no bitching during missions is our rule in Greenspeak military. We bitch after the missions at each other for anything that went wrong.
Okay.
After.
Okay, we postponed the bitching. Fine. But, promise.
After.
So, Grace is nowhere to be seen. You have this plan with following the letter. Are you doing that? Are you following on this plan?
Yeah.
We should.
So yes, Pax will talk to the captain, ask for
A horse.
5 horses as fast as
Okay.
they can be brought. And yeah, as soon as they're there, we enact that plan.
Okay. This is fun. 5 minutes pass until the horses come. The Captain Thornleaf starts taking out standing stones, talking to people, trying to raise up the alarm around the district so everyone is safe in case another explosion happens. And as this is happening and you are waiting for the stones, the camera cuts to Grace sending this message to Cameron.
Stop running, you moron!
Grace, if you know what's good for you, don't follow suit. Oh, what is happening? He stops on his track and he's like, and you manage to reach him.
I want to turn him by the shoulder, facing me, and I'm just gonna say, "You joined him. You did," and she's gonna punch him in the face.
Give me an attack roll, please.
And I have a thing that allows me to punch harder.
You have a lot of things.
I have a lot of things, so it gives me a +1 plus my strength modifier. So an attack roll. It's
Proficiency strength mod.
it's proficiency strength mod. It's I think it's missing because it's 11.
As you go with the punch, he dodges very at the last moment. He says, just like I remembered, Grace, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of being scared and alone? He will bring a new world, one that accepts
I don't want to listen to
all.
it.
Grace, I promised we'll come back to you for a new world.
You're just like the others. Shut the fuck up and get your priorities straight. You're being brainwashed.
Brainwashed into what?
Into a fucking cult.
Into a fucking cult that makes us feel safe? They make us not be scared, not be alone in that fucking orphanage?
If you're feeling safe as children die, that's not safe. It's just selfish. It's just fucking
Sometimes.
selfish.
I see. Sometimes the world needs villains for something new to happen. And I'm sorry you can't be by my side when this happens.
I give you 5 minutes ahead. This is all our friendship is worth, and then I'm gonna come after you, Cameron. You're gonna die, and I'm gonna see your body.
Grace, are you sure?
5, 4,
And he starts
3.
bolting.
2, 1. I said minutes, it's seconds, and she bolts after him.
He runs as we see this scene where Cameron starts running to the people, pushing people on your side. You dodge out of the way as your path leads you on alleyways and streets, and you see him getting closer to the Midnight University. As you run, you see the moon, the lady looking over this whole place, this whole moment, as you are so filled with rage and so many emotions running through you right now. But as you look at the moon for a split second, you swear most of its moonlight is guiding towards the interior, the Midnight University. As you see Cameron moving, taking a quick turn and entering the Midnight University, which doesn't seem to have, strange enough, any gods.
I take an enchanted paper. I write, "It's Midnight University." I address it to Pax, and I send it. And it takes this like very strange griffin-like shape, and it dodges and it bolts. It bolts.
And as we see the griffin just flying towards the camera, we pan out to the rest of you as you are waiting your horses, and the guards are finally coming with them faster than they said that they will come. As you see a strange creature coming towards you, this small, beautiful baby griffin that comes down towards you with a message.
Unfold the baby griffin, ceasing its existence.
And you read the message that's
It's
Grace
university, and for some reason she wrote Pax.
I'll have to talk to her about that. We're going without Grace. She has a lead that we will have parallel with ours.
Indeed.
So let us then get horseback, and then he writes his own strip to the Chancellor. It's not too late. Tell me where to come. And he signs it Pax, and he actually has Pax.
okay. Does the animal that you created disappear?
Yeah,
After you deliver the message.
it's like an enchanted paper can take any shape.
Okay, I
like
see,
it's
okay.
the shape that she chooses,
Okay.
like by default.
As you release the message, all of you get on horseback, yes, and the message flies, and you start.
Adam is held in front of Pax.
And
Oh,
then in
man.
front, the ladies are on their own horses, as we hear the and the horses following the message that is going northwards to alleys, as you see, and as you start seeing. Nestled within this modest district lies an enchanting university. Its architecture, a blend of elven grace and human pragmatism. You see these main buildings are constructed with aged stone, but have intricate carvings reminiscent of elven craftsmanship. And as you go closer and closer, it becomes bigger and bigger as you also see the moon. Strangely enough, it's like it's sitting over the university, just shining its light on it. And you follow this, and you get off the horses, and you start bolting on the
strip go inside, or
the strip
Also-
goes. The strip goes over the one of the roofs of the university downwards.
I have
the
a
owl
question. The university is closed now during night, right?
No.
No,
it's
No,
midnight.
it's open.
no, it should be opened.
Are there classes happening? Is like, or
Yes, because there are nocturnal creatures
Okay.
that do that.
in this case,
But probably, I think you know this, like probably being the night of Luna, it's not necessarily like the usual classes, like more if it's Sunday at night, sort of.
yeah. Okay.
Maybe
no,
some
'cause
meetings.
in this case, I don't know how things are gonna get once we go in there, but I'll want to.
You're right now still channeling the owl. aren't you?
Yeah. But yeah, so we were doing this while on the road. But once
okay.
we get there, Okay, before that, I'll say that I will still take a look before I come back to my senses.
We from the ground don't see where the strip goes.
No, but you
that's
can see
how-
that
Yeah.
I forgot that you are taking the owl as well. Thank you for reminding me. This is a co-created story, guys. As the owl follows
Butterfly.
the butterfly, as it goes over, you see it goes down towards the open garden of the Midnight University, where you see a beautiful water fountain that goes, and these hedges with nocturnal fauna, and that in a way creates a very beautiful, mesmerizing place as it goes down, and your owl stays around. The strip goes down towards two individuals. One of them is kneeled with a burlap sack on his head, as the other has a huge sword that is holding. As he sees the message coming, grabs it, burns away, and then I will say you come back to your senses as you stop in front of the Midnight University. Grace, as this happens, Grace, you are running after Cameron, and it's going on hallways, and at a certain point the walls of the hallways break into an open field where you stay there, and Cameron runs towards these two figures. Three, actually. One comes behind from a hidden place, cloaked over him. You see the flame, and near him, beautifully dressed with his long coat, but a burlap sack on his head. The Chancellor on his knees, not seeing anything. As you see Cameron saying, they are coming. You have to prepare. As he looks behind and says, you chose this.
She's gonna back away. You said there are four figures. It's Cameron, Flame,
and
and
the burlap sack man, and another figure that came behind that was Cloak.
Okay.
A very big figure in a way, but the Cloak has a hard time covering most of his.
She casts again Saturi's Walk Through Life, and she runs. She dashes out of that place. She's gonna back away.
You start backing away, and you go towards the holes again as your heart is pounding, and you start logically thinking about what are the chances and the odds, and you need help. And I would say with your creative acceptance and for the benefit of the story, as you start moving on the hallway towards the exit, you see Pax and the group going in the hallway.
I would want to do something very quickly before, like, we enter the Midnight University. I will tell you, Pax, so you can send messages to anybody.
I know.
To anybody you know. Shh.
Which is exactly what he's doing. He's sending two very quick strips. One is inner courtyard, sent to Grace, because he doesn't know what she's up to. And the other is urgently evacuate Midnight University to the captain.
Mm-hmm.
And as you send the strip in the courtyard, it flies, the butterfly flies in front, and you see Grace just catching it as she's running. They're there!
Bon.
They're there.
Quiet advance.
I think the Chancellor is being kidnapped.
Quiet advance. Time is.
Let's go.
So you... Sorry.
He has a rope on
He grasps the sides of Grace's face.
She sort of like out of habit just shrugs that off and sort of like pushes her hands aside.
Let's go, but does lift a finger. Focused, we're working now.
Don't talk to me like I'm a child.
Perfect. That's the spirit.
As you say that, all of you, some moved in this situation by inertia, by the following of events that didn't give you time to actually fully comprehend what is happening and the gravity of the situation. You start running down these empty halls as your footsteps are being echoed. And you see this open garden. All of you stand there, Cameron, in front, 10-15 feet in front of the flame and this burlap figure. And Gamera's like, Grace, please. We can do this together. We can turn this around.
Run.
Please.
Run, Cameron.
And as you say that, you hear whoosh, as Cameron and all of you turn around, as you see flame backs from behind, piercing to the back and the chest of the Chancellor. You hear the burlap sack falling as his figure falls to the ground, as you, Pax and Adam, see the Chancellor of the Midnight District and the Dean of the Midnight University, Leo Auxilium, falling to the ground. Genevieve, before your eyes, you see Leo, much more aged and mature, being a person you thought lost, now maybe truly lost, as his gaze just goes into nothingness. His body falls onto the ground as you hear the sword. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
We hate Paul.
I have to set up some few things.
Not Leo.
Can't wait to see you back.
my God.
Enjoy our ads, and we'll see what happens next.
Ooh, see ya.
I can eat that.
The adorable mouth is more.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom.
Aw,
Nom 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 nom.
you're a weirdo.
Like and subscribe, dear viewer. Like and subscribe. Not that I wish to imply you've been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a break than viewers, but all our efforts on this channel would have gone to waste unless, well, let's just say your moment to like our videos has come again. The right viewer in the right place can make all the difference in the world. So subscribe, dear viewer. Subscribe and grow this channel.
The sound of a sword piercing. The sound of the sword piercing skin. Friends long lost to time, now may be lost forever. As the lifeless body of Leo Auxilium falls to the ground, Flame puts this beautifully ornate helm on his head, points the sword towards Pax and says, "Yet another failure, no." And with that, we will roll initiative.
You still have the
Initiative advantage.
vigilant blessing, and your eyes flash. You can roll with advantage. Fuck me.
All of us?
Me or everyone?
Fuck me.
Me. I said me. Fuck me.
Let's go around the
Initiative
table.
me or everyone?
Okay, I have a 12.
12 for
Oh, so
Adam.
do I.
You're gonna go first, definitely. Your dex is...
Just
24.
24.
22.
You have 22.
I rolled a natural 20. Did you also roll a natural 20?
18.
Katie's was at 12 as well,
12,
right?
yes.
20.
Okay.
But before Adam.
Yeah.
Yes, and
14.
14.
So what's the order so I can note it?
This is how you do it, yeah?
Yeah,
Well,
Jen.
it's Genevieve, Grace, Cameron, Pax,
15, sorry, maybe $5.
Flame, the hooded figure, Keith, Adam, and another person. Yes.
question mark.
Yes.
Another.
So, as this is happening, and as Flame extends his sword that seems to spark with some embers, hearts begin to race faster and stronger. Genevieve, you are enraged, saddened. Why? What do you like? What would you want? What would you like to do?
I see my I thought gone friend on the ground. His torso pierced, blood spilling. I smell his scent, his blood, and I let out a low, silent scream like, Leo! And with that, I would like to use my bonus action, cast Zephyr Strike on me. And because I'm a dread ambusher, I have now 10 feet of speed, and I'm going to launch my first attack with the longbow.
Okay. Towards the flame, yes?
Towards who's next to Leo? Who executed him? The flame?
Behind Leo is the flame, and here we have. I will bring them in a few seconds. This hooded figure that seems to be broad-shouldered.
The flame took my friend. I'm gonna aim for the flame.
Take your arrow.
With the longbow.
Release it.
Damn it. I rolled who's that? A 7.
This one? I will tell you in a second. As the arrow flies through the air, he raises his shield and he just deflects the arrow.
Because I took that attack, now with Zephyr Strike I have additionally 30 feet. I have innately 35, plus the 10 from the Dread Ambusher plus 30 feet, that's 45 plus 35. 80 feet. I have 80 feet now.
You
and
are
I would
fast.
like to go next to the flame, as close as I can, next to Leo. That would be my
How much? 80?
80, yeah.
You just, with unnatural speed, you get really close to him. You release the arrow, and as the arrow flies through the air, we see Genevieve running closely with the same speed with the arrow as her form just stops quickly in front of Flame.
Because I took an attack action. As part of my attack action as a Dread Ambusher, I can make another attack.
Okay, you're gonna use your...
My longbow, if it's possible.
Okay, so as you are running, you release another arrow. Okay.
18 plus 22.
The first one deflected, the second one straight in the neck.
It will be a D8 plus 2. It's a 6 plus another D8 from the ambusher. It's another 2. So it's a 10 piercing
10
damage.
points of piercing damage as the arrow sinks in the skids. As you just appear in front of him.
Can I make it non-lethally? I forgot
against Flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that it's not.
I want to aim for his foot because I never killed a person so far.
Okay,
and
so you don't want to kill it. Okay, so you target, let's say, the lower abdomen. You definitely hit. Your visage quickly comes close to him. He's taking a little bit aback. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I would like just to ask another question. Is it darkness here?
It is dark. Yeah. Well, the moon does illuminate, giving a little bit of a dim light, so you can see.
It's dim light, not darkness. Yeah. Okay.
So we can see
you. You can see me.
Yes.
And Flame can see me.
Grace, followed by Cameron. Before, sorry, you asked who is this next person. As Cameron was sitting in front of you, another young adult, another person from the orphanage comes at Cameron's side. He doesn't look prepared for battle. Neither does maybe Cameron.
Do I know it? Do I know him?
You know, they also left 1 year after. And they just stand there. He readies like 2 knives, as you see Cameron preparing himself as well. What do you do?
I look at Flame. I look at Cameron. I look at Flame, and I say, "You're a bastard. You're making me like choose, and I'm not gonna choose to focus on you. You're a scum." And she darts forward.
Okay.
And she will look at Flame and says something along the lines of, "You're a human worshipping the deity of light, and you're thinking you're doing justice to it, and you're turning it into terror. You deserve nothing but death." And he flickers, and sort of like this wisps dawn on him, and he's baned now.
He's Bane.
And you can put the conditioning of being Bane, and you have advantage against him, and
He is Bane. Honest.
he has to make a charisma saving throw to see if he's Bane or not. Yeah.
A charisma saving throw, yes?
Yeah, against 17.
Against 17, there's gonna be charisma, you say?
And then you subtract for each say saving throw or attack roll he makes if he's Bane.
Okay, I will ask you to roll what we subtract when it comes to that, okay?
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, is this the... Okay.
Secret signs.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Resist
it.
Yeah, he's gonna actually... The moment that you say this thing about Lumino, he smiles and says, "I am doing what is just for those that are suffering for nothing." And the spell coalesces around him, and he dances around the spell and catches it. And as he catches the spell, you see it unfurling. And as he's unfurling, he pushes his palm towards you, and all that energy of your spell goes toward you. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Come on, mama.
Oh no.
I said something off brand. I'm punished. It's a 7.
Also, you made Lair giggle in the back.
You receive
Or you put him to
15 points of radiant damage as this spell comes towards you, hitting you directly as you are taken aback a few moments where there is fate. Right? There is nothing to fear.
Man, he pulled down a reverse.
Okay. Then I didn't expect to do this. So as a bonus action, Grace, once she hits this, radiant damage protrudes through her body, and when it's hit, it goes opaquely black and extends. She's covered and engulfed in full like amethyst, or it's darkness, it's a mass, and then her joint starts to glow, and she gets this starry forms. For inside her, you see a constellation, the one of a chalice, I think. Let me just. As she will use wild shape to transform into that as bonus action. Chalice, I think. Oh my god.
Your form turns and becomes like a silhouette reflecting the constellation of the chalice. Do you move?
Yes, and I will move as much as the speed allows me, 30 feet around here.
You will get around here.
Ignoring Cameron, for he deserves to be ignored.
Okay, so you go past Cameron, go on that side of the bush. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Cameron.
I'm sorry, what? She looks like what?
I look like a constellation, like the outline of my form, it's inside of my form, it's a constellation. So instead of having a body, it's made of stars.
You still have the outline?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is the outline.
Your outline?
The sort of like it's blurred, and the joints are marked by stars, and it's sort of like her moving, it marks and becomes the
Oh yeah, just
constellation of a
a
child.
hole,
okay.
a hole where the person used to be
Yeah.
with stars inside. Cool.
Astral-
Sorry.
Yeah,
Stupid question.
just like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it
happens
was
all
obvious. I mean, I saw that yesterday.
happens all the time. It's Cameron's turn, followed by Pax. Cameron thinks
Like
that's
doing this.
what the hell have you gotten yourself into, Grace? As he looks at you and says, this is only your fault. And he comes towards you to punch
Cameron?
you. Yeah,
Towards me.
don't
No,
towards
towards
Pax.
Pax.
He has some knuckles, iron knuckles, and he goes to just punch you. Definitely prepared for this encounter.
I'm not
As he
prepared
goes,
with that punch.
hits one of your pauldrons. You hear cling. It's like, Pex, what do you do?
He wonders what grace is, but can figure that out later. Meanwhile, he glamours along his body, and black armor with the gold filigree you've seen before covers his body. As he explains, be careful. This psychopath's zealotry allows him to negate magic, disbelieve the influence of other gods. Be careful what you throw at him, and definitely don't try to use your faith or magic near him.
You're referring towards the...
He was showing
Cameron, yeah.
towards no.
Where's the flame?
Towards the
He's
flame?
clearly
Okay,
talking about
okay,
flame.
okay.
Do I hear this? The part?
I suppose you do. I mean, are you shouting this? Because if you're shouting this, then...
Yes, and I will say it while I'm advancing, so it's also audible.
Yes, you do
Okay,
with that.
So with the deglamoring as well, bonus action shield, and then advance 30 directly
30.
in front.
Directly in front.
Yes.
Cameron will take an opportunity attack against you.
You go, kid. You do your
15,
thing.
20, 25, 30. You will get here. 30 feet. The kid will try because he can do it if he believes. A 21 hits you? No. Another bang! He's like, what the hell? Okay. Would you like to do something else?
Set. I still have my action?
Yes, you just
Oh.
have your action.
Another 30 then.
Not 30 then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You get, as you are running, you get close to Genevieve, and at your feet, in a pool of blood, it keeps on becoming bigger and bigger. The visage of the auxilium on the ground. Eyes soulless. That is your turn, yes? The flame looks at you, and as he releases this word, the flame starts to be covered in flame. Well, it's easier if you come to me, right? One towards Genevieve, one towards Pax. Genevieve for a 17.
It hits. I have
Uh,
leather armor.
You will receive 3 points of slashing damage because I rolled so bad, and
It was 3d10, but
the sword of the
extra
light.
7 points of fire damage.
okay.
As you get cut and your skin burns and aches as your cut is being closed by the fire that cuts you as well.
I have a constitution from Zephyr Strike. Should I roll for it? For
Concentration check?
Yep.
Yes. You would have to roll over 10.
I rolled a 9.
Your Zephyr Strike, as this cut goes, you take in all of this new pain as your concentration falters, and then you see the bright sword going towards Pax with a total of, not a chance, 6. Pax, you're used to his maneuvers. You put your shield up, flame erupts around. Well, we shall see who wins this time, huh? He looks towards the cloaked figure and says, Gurush, do it.
Grush.
And as he looks, the next person, the cloaked figure, takes his cloak back, and you see a deformed being, like made out of clay that got a little bit molten face, dragging tusks up. His face is big, lumbering. You see an orc, follower of Lumenoius. His form is so unproportionate, like it was made quickly and without thought. As he looks at it, takes the one of a strange looking crystal that is reddish, and red dances inside of it, mutters an incantation, and as it raises to the sky, you see this orc's form disappear as flame. Disappears as well. As that happens, you hear footsteps. And at that moment, all of you, in a split second, you hear, "The twilight shall not hide the unworthy." And the moonlight that is shining on the gardens, that is split by a tower of the university, becomes so bright, so beautifully bright, that it casts its light so strong in these areas that I've marked on the map. And as they are shining here, on this position, you see a part of the shoulder of the orc that is invisible. Yet his shoulder is seen, but the rest of the body isn't. As he retracts and he disappears again.
So we can see him in the circles, but not outside.
I don't know.
Interesting.
They're invisible but still audible.
Yes, they are still audible. Kate, followed by Adam.
Do I still see? I mean, okay, the light is very bright in the middle.
Where are you right now?
I
You are
am
here,
somewhere in
yes?
the back, yeah. Do I still see anything like...
Strangely enough, give me a perception check, please.
It's a 14 only.
Looking through your peripheral vision, you start seeing through this moonlight, and you swear you kind of see the form of the orcish figure here, using the moonlight as a lens in a way.
Okay. I would like to attack in that direction. I will also use steady aim.
Okay.
And I know I will not move this, I was planning on staying back.
That gives you advantage, right, on the
Yes, it
roll.
gives me
You would roll with disadvantage because he's invisible, so that would be a normal roll.
A normal roll, okay. As good as any. Okay. It's a 19?
19. You release the arrow as it goes through the air. You see it. It impacts.
It is, right?
Can you give me the damage? Yeah.
Yes, I will, and I will also use, let me see. Oh no, I can't use cunning. I can't use sneak attack because I didn't have advantage on the attack roll. Okay, never mind. So it's not gonna be a lot of damage. It's a 3 plus 2, it's only 5 damage.
No, damage is damage.
Yeah, that's what I told myself.
As you hit and the arrow hits the form, you see it for a few seconds. His form and the form of the flame, which is here, appears for a few seconds. Then he grabs again control of the spell, and he's invisible again.
Okay. Does he bleed in any way?
Where did that happen?
So she hit the arrow here, which where the invisible orc is.
Can you make an X, like maybe?
Yes,
on the-
of course. Oh, yeah, I can make
temporary X,
X
'cause-
where you think they are for now.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
go, yeah.
And one is here. Therefore, he appeared for a few seconds. Then he grabs again the control of the spell, and you see that flame is still sitting here, and he's here right now.
Okay. Does he bleed in any way? Do we
He
see
definitely has some bleeding that he quickly breaks the air and tries to clean it up, and as he cleans it up, becomes invisible as well. But he is bleeding.
Okay. But I mean, I guess he wouldn't be bleeding so abundantly that he would leave a trail.
No.
Okay.
But good watching out. That's your turn, yes?
Yes, that's my turn. Thank you.
Adam, we are up to you.
My first question is that if any of these guys had black eyes, oval face, olive skin, waist-long black hair.
No.
Okay.
No.
That was
Good.
oddly specific.
Yeah.
Hello.
But
I really want to.
okay, so in this case, we have that guy.
Yes, we have Cameron,
And-
we have this other adult-looking teenager that seems to be preparing to cast a spell toward
Okay.
Grace.
Okay. So
Towards Constellation, Grace.
Towards constellations, yes. He hates constellations.
yeah, I definitely look in Grace's direction, and you see that my eyebrows slightly rise as there are some gears turning up in Adam's mind regarding all of this. But nonetheless, I wish to move behind that tree over there.
Which tree?
Behind that one.
Okay.
I think I have,
I
yeah.
have enough movement.
And then I will throw a firebolt towards that guy. A firebolt.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me the attack roll.
It is a 16 total.
You prepare the fireball and it hurls through the air and hits.
Okay, for a... Not that much, 3, but it's fine. 3 points.
You release and you hit his shoulder as he squeezes in pain. The smell of burnt skin washing around the area.
He's looking hurt now,
He's
or...
looking way hurt.
Okay, then I'll just look in that direction and tell him, kid, you'd better leave now. This is not your fight. It's not your moment to die.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Adam.
Persuasion. Okay, I have a little
children.
bit.
So they don't
The
die.
new boogeyman.
He did it. He rolled the 5.
It's a 6 plus 2, 8.
Who do you think you are? You born out from nobility, dressed in gold? Fuck you, man.
It's consistent.
Yep.
You bring bling to the ghetto. That's what you get.
Throw him
Is that your turn? Is
a
that your turn, Adam?
And that will end my turn, yes.
As that happens, and as you do that, throwing the fireball, you see him preparing the spell and releasing as well a fireball towards you now. I said, "Fuck you!" and releases the fireball.
Would I have plus
Towards
2
Adam.
AC because standing behind the tree?
Yeah, you could have that. That will definitely not hit, as it hits the tree as you dodge out of the way, and he tries to move 5 then.
You have potential. It would be a waste to use it for those guys.
And I throw him a bit of gold.
Please.
I shake my ass in gold stars.
What are you, leprechaun?
New round. Genevieve, what are you doing?
Did I notice a flame in front of me? Like when he apparated for a brief?
He flickered for a few seconds. You would think he's still there.
Well, I'm gonna spend an action to do this, and hopefully I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna reach into my pouch in the depth of my sack and rummage around it and take out a bag of flour and start pouring it all over flame.
Okay, so you're trying to put flowers on the
flame. Flour like the ingredient, not flour.
Flour like ingredient?
Yes, like powder.
Powder.
That's so smart.
Give me a
Putting flowers on flame.
improvised weapon.
No, I don't think it's a
not, I just-
weapon. It's for him to make.
I know.
Can I do like cooking supplies?
I want to see if she manages to beat his AC, if he managed to dodge out of the way.
Get off 35.
Get off 35.
Just do like this with the.
Natural 20, 26.
Go for it.
Like you just put the flower on him as his visage appears, like his front face is there.
What is this, a child's game?
And I'm gonna use my bonus action, to hunter mark him. I'm gonna lick my thumb and put a point on his flowered forehead.
Simba.
Konnichiwa.
Okay, so he's hunter's marked as well, and he's still Bane, yes?
No, because he repelled that.
Sent it back.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, he did that. Well, I will keep that. Ah, no, the hunter's mark is here. Guys, I have...
Yes, you have everything you need. Put that ring on him.
Put the ring on him.
If you want it, put a ring on it.
If you
With
don't
this very
like-
creative way of showing the enemy, you put flour on his face. He's hunter's marked as he stands a little bit in awe of what just happened. Grace, what are you doing?
How far further am I from the action?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55
So
from flame.
I will use my action to move 30 feet in that direction. From this astral-like pocket, from her like outline of a constellation, sort of like it feels that hand disappears and it pulls, and it's weird because it's a constellation holding an object, and you see it's a sort of like black rusted sickle, the one that you reap, agriculture with. And she's holding it, and while she's holding it, she says, "Moody, I think I need you." And she sort of like, in between her and Pax, there's a point of a 5 feet square where like the smallest baby griffin appears. And it has like a big oversized face. I'm gonna send you the artwork. Yeah. It's very cute. Oversized face with wings. You're gonna have to come and see it at Discord. No, you're not gonna put it here. You have to check it on Discord. It's small. It's very cute. And inside it has the same amethyst body, and it has a constellation and like big, starry eyes. And it appears between them. And
Here.
Yeah. And mechanically, I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit, and as Grace goes through it, she gets healed by 1d6, which is a 5, and the sickle shines, and I get a +4, which is a 6. And then also, because of her starry form, she starts to glow even more, and she gets healed for an extra D8 +4, which is a 16 in total.
16 healing points
Yeah,
as all of this happens.
And she goes through Mooney's space. She goes through him.
Okay.
Like he's a spirit there. And she...
So he would be somewhere around here.
So somewhere around there. Yeah, so she could go through there. And I end my action.
So your wounds that were created by the radiant damage start to close as the magical effects of your spells take effect, and your body regains much of its vigor that was lost. That was Grace's turn. Cameron looks around. He will go towards Kathia. One punch man. Here he comes, ladies.
More like one movement.
One punchline.
Does an 11 hit you?
No.
he goes and as you easily dodge it, you realize Cameron is not really the fighty type, but he's trying to make mark. As he looks behind you, Grace, we really don't have to do this. What the even are you right now?
Stop attacking people!
Pex, what do you do?
Okay, I am upset.
He goes in clenched with the shield at the flower man.
He's the flower man.
And mutters, we will make your trial a show of the century, because I know you love a good stage. Hex cursed and wails into him with the sword to impale.
The hex is on what? Is it like with the
Hexblade curse on.
Oh, Hexblade curse, not the hex.
Right.
Okay.
Rolly.
Yes, you can roll the damage.
Attack. That totals to 11 miss.
He sees the sword coming. Come on, a trial. At least I'll go down by a flame, right?
And that's my turn.
As that happens and he parries your attack, he quickly reverses the blade midair and goes 2 times whoosh, whoosh, towards you. And I just need to roll. First one is 16 and the second one is a 23.
Cut.
As the second time it cuts and as it goes to pierce the skin, you see him muttering those words again. The blade catches fire as you grimace in pain as you hear fire and slashing damage. You receive, 4 points of slashing and 6 points of fire damage. I roll so bad right now.
Concentrating.
Concentrating. You're still holding your concentration on the hex as he
on the
yeah. What?
The concentration is on the armor. The hex curse doesn't have
okay, on the armor. Oh, right. He will 5, 10, 15. You can take an attack of opportunity.
Whoosh.
What about me? I was also next to him.
He goes this way, so he doesn't go on your side because you are on his right. And
what if Jen was adjacent to him? Like, she would.
Oh yeah, and you as well then. Two then.
Hit that flame!
Hit that flame!
That flame!
Natural 20.
Oh god.
Why are you wasting your natural 20?
Pax tells him, no. You're not touching those people. You're not touching anyone else. With him being cursed, my 19 is also a crit. We both crit him on the way.
God.
Wow.
What?
So,
How do you guys crit him? It's because of the flower.
yeah,
Definitely.
It's because he's going for our people.
exactly. He killed people we cared about. So for me, it's a total of 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing
No, it's
damage.
more. It's 14 piercing damage.
14, okay. You, with all that rage and all that built up fury, you just slash and blood just flows into the air and onto the grass as you just become a little bit much more primal in your strike. And
I will be smiting him.
oh bless. Oh bless.
Not such a tough cookie, are you now?
So, double the number of dice?
Yes. As you cut and you yell in fury, and the smite just goes through.
2d8, right? Level 1. 6, 12, 22, 28, 35. Impaling
With Charmcaster.
with the golden blade.
As you do that, and as you cut all of those moments, all of those victims, all of that pain, he created just in a fell swoop. All that retribution just enters his body as he just moves from your sword, just grimacing in pain. As he continues his.
I forgot I have another D6 6 for because of Hunter's Mark. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Retribution does exist, guys. As he goes. How much was it? It's 50, 20, 25. Jumps into the fountain.
He's also going past Grace.
He is going past. No. It's 5 feet between them. Sorry, I'm so sorry, because
He keeps distance.
He keeps distance.
He jumps into the fountain. You see the fountain beginning to be filled with blood and with the flower that you put on top of him.
Do we still see the water moving as if an invisible person is inside, or
Now what you see in these few seconds is that as he jumps, the water just...
And so he's around there.
He's definitely around there, guys.
Does he leave like wet footprints?
He isn't...
he hasn't?
He hasn't gotten out of the fountain yet.
Oh, okay.
He seems to be there chilling.
Bathing.
And as he runs and jumps in the pool, you feel so ready to do this as you see a bead of small fire flickering. An inferno just washes around you all as you are clumped together for a beautiful fireball cast by the invisible man. Can you all give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
I'm gonna reaction absorb element.
Me too.
Dexterity.
Some ASMR for the people
Blow.
back home.
Sip elements.
Let's see if it works. It's
element.
good.
What are we rolling? Dex saving?
Dex save.
Dexterity saving throws.
21. Oh no. Plus absorb element.
Now, if it's you absorb, you already reduce it.
So
And if you take the, if you go past, you will. Okay.
You
yeah,
get
sure.
resistance to the
half
trigger.
and half?
yeah, half.
Come on, love.
Come on. Do I have absorb elements?
Am I eating deal or not?
No, I have it.
Let's see. You have absorb elements, right? And you roll the
Failed save and shockingly no absorb elements.
Okay, it has no issue. Have them has no issue. Genevieve.
I rolled a 10 and I also absorbed the element.
So you will receive half of this. You will receive a total of 37 fire damage. You will receive. You have absorb, right?
Yes, and
So
half
that would
down.
be.
37 half down. It's
You will receive 9 points of fire damage with your
Yeah.
absorb elements,
And me 18.
and you receive 18. Yeah.
And we have it in our next melee attack, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have no
1d6.
next melee attack. As the fire dies down and your body is.
From the blast, Pax falls like a sack of potatoes.
As the fire dies down, you see the form of Pax falling down as the body of Georgescu is blasted away from the impact as well. His body now charred completely. Pax is on the ground. Grace,
I know.
Genevieve, flashes, marketplace, people screaming. It's happening again.
Can I roll a con save? Because I have also Hunter's Mark, which is
Yeah.
concentration.
You would
so I
have
have
to,
for the spirit.
roll over.
Fuck me, but it was cocked.
I lose the spirit.
It's worse.
The blast.
Oh my god. Did you roll it?
Mooney is just
The 9 plus the
Only
5.
sort of like connecting with your face, like. And it was a cute one.
I know, it was amazing.
The
weren't
X is
expecting it,
gone.
that's why.
The hunter's mark is gone. Everything turned sideways in a flicker of a wrist. That is the orc's turn. Keith, you see bags on the ground. Genevieve barely getting up. The flame still creates that effect of mirage that does in the desert as it dies out. What do you do?
Well, I have a problem in front of me.
Yeah, in front of you have a...
And he pissed me off, so I want to... does it take movement if I stand in place just to crouch? Does it take any bit of my
If you
movement?
put yourself prone on the ground.
No, not prone. I
Okay,
just want to
you can crouch,
on
yeah.
one knee because I keep my daggers in my boots.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. No.
And I keep my bow in my left hand and I just crouch. And I'm gonna take one dagger and just shove it in one of his feet just to pin him to the ground. Well,
Okay.
you know.
Is this a lethal or non-lethal?
Let's say,
the
well, it's gonna draw some blood, so
Okay.
I'm gonna say lethal.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm gonna take all of his life with
Yeah.
there. First, I have to see if I.
You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, does a 15 hit?
Yes. That's it. As you hear a grimace of pain.
And I'm gonna use cunning action, sneak attack, sorry, as well.
He did.
He's not gonna die from a an artery just...
What makes it a sneak attack?
What?
What makes it a sneak attack?
True.
you get a sneak
Well,
attack
you don't
if-
need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet.
What
Yeah.
is that?
There is no
Is
one.
the owl?
Okay,
Is the
It
owl?
would be the
Never mind.
owl, but not.
I don't
no,
think
no,
he
no.
will
Okay.
take the owl as
I
a...
actually forgot to give it instructions, but yeah.
No worries, I will remind us.
She's like
blame
saying
it.
that.
I can take advantage of my ravens, but I won't do that. Oh wait, I need to. Yeah, so it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be just a 3 plus 2 is just a 5.
You sink the dagger into his leg and you keep it there as you
On his foot, and I actually on his foot, and I just want to stab it as hard as I can, so it like pierces out the other end, and I'm just gonna leave it there. And as a bonus action, I'm going to use cunning action and disengage, and then
Okay.
use my movement. But I mean, I did see the flame is somewhere in the fountain, so I want to
him
move
jumping in the
around the bushes somewhere in that
Like this way?
direction.
Or this
Or no, in that direction, because I know in that direction that might be the orc. So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like this?
yeah, something
That's
like that.
okay?
Yeah.
You do that, you put the dagger into the ground, use your cunning action to disengage as he tries to move. But you
But he's
nimbly
stuck.
dodge and you go behind the beautiful greenery as you stay ready, prepared.
And that's my
That
that's my
is
turn.
your turn.
Remind me to take my dagger afterwards.
As you are running, he says, "Do not worry." You hear from the fountain as the flame says, "Do not worry. Have faith. That's what my people were always told to do. Everything's gonna be fine." Adam.
I believe you.
And that's audible from the fountain.
Yeah, they will hear.
I remember
The
Pax
fountain.
saying to not attack the guy with magic because there might be shenanigans and all. But what I'm going to do is I'll take a diamond and it starts floating around, and while it starts spinning, it will turn light bluish with some sparks on it. And I actually want to not cast it at him or where I think he is. I want to cast it on the water, to electrify the water.
Okay. This would be a ranged spell attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, give me a. This is how we are going to do it. You roll me the damage, and I'll roll a check to see if he takes the full damage or
Okay.
half of it.
And in this case, what I'm also going to do, it's a free action or part of the thing, that I will say, I come forth, and from the plane of mind I rule, and somewhere around him or around the fountain, the constellation of the throne will come up, which means that he will have a 4 on his dice roll.
Wow.
From the flame to you, F you, personally. We love.
And so the damage. 18 points of lightning damage.
As you just see the form of the flame, electricity just dancing around his sparkles, just arches his back and yells in pain. You start seeing smoke coming out from the water, from the body as it dissipates. As you
It's like throwing a toaster in water.
yes,
Is he visible now, or
he's not visible. He's not the one that cast the spell.
The skeleton was visible, I can confirm.
He was.
Oh, X-ray vision. Nice.
Yeah, and that is my turn.
Oh my god. As that happens, he yells, "Kill him! He's a danger to our purpose in our new world. Kill him." And you see towards you a firebolt coming. The poor cultist is trying to
ball or ball?
bolt. Not.
Oh.
Let's have a break, people, right? That's
Firebolt.
all right. That is a 19. Does it hit?
It will hit.
That's gonna be a total of 4 points of fire damage as you get hit on your shoulder by this fire incantation. As he looks around at the situation and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and starts to make his way towards the exit. Because he is kept shitless. Genevieve.
That's Cameron, right? Oh no, the one.
No, this is the little guy that comes from the orphanage.
Genevieve sees Pax on the floor and starts weeping and says, "No, not that one!" And she throws herself over Pax. She fumbles and finds this this bottle of something that resembles dark, thick blood. She unpops the screw, and then she starts pouring as an action on his down his throat something that is called sanglant éclatant, the bloody brilliance.
Wow, you
So
heard it here,
do I
folks.
roll for you for
Yeah.
each? Or so you get up with 4 HP.
But he's a half. Do not
Is a nocturnal.
half nocturnal.
Is half nocturnal. So what does that mean?
Half it.
2 HP.
Pax opens his eyes reflexively. There's a woman on him, embraces her. Are we drinking to victory?
No, just get your hands off of me. And as a bonus action, I also want to chug over me a potion that doesn't resemble the other one. It's more like a light red. It smells of. You smell tomato, and I'm gonna chug it.
Why are you drinking ketchup?
It is ketchup, actually. Minus. No, I get like 2d.
Drink the bloody Mary.
So, and you are healing as well. Okay, everybody's healing.
And I'm going
Party.
to use all my movement to move towards Flame or whatever his bloody name is.
You go towards the fountain.
Yeah. It's I have 35 feet.
You want to step inside the fountain? Or do you want to stay in the exterior?
Exterior, but flank it on the other side.
The other
Maybe.
side.
Be slow sparkles. No.
That's nice. So I get
Hey, don't block my vision.
I can put it here.
Okay, thank you.
4 temp HP. Nice. Very cool.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, end of turn.
Grace.
Grace, it's sort of like turned around. The study form of Grace turned around to go towards Pax, but she sees that she's wakened and full with tomato juice or blood or I don't know, something red. She says, "You're right." She turns around and casts something again of this dark indigo hue towards the fountain, hits, and everything gets colored with an undertone of hue as she casts fairy fire to enlight the flame with the colors of Saturni.
What is the check that I have to be?
I don't think. Let me check. It's a 16 dex, a 17 dex. Sorry, 17.
Okay, that's an 18 on the die plus 2, so that's 20. As you release the fairy fire, he goes on water.
Do we see bubbles? Does he breathe?
And that's what you see the water go.
Okay.
With sparkles.
And then, as a bonus action,
Can you give me dexterity saving throw as well? Because fairy fire is in a huge
it's
area.
20 feet.
14.
You're glowing, yeah, sparkling.
You have fairy fire.
Thank you, Obscure Hall.
Definitely is obscure.
It's from the other gods, but okay.
Sparkling vampire. We have achieved peak cliche.
So unfortunately, I can't do anything else. She goes towards the fountain. No, you know what? Leave me there.
Okay,
I'm just gonna.
you do that spell, you start to think what is the best action to do next.
Yeah, and I'm not doing anything. Holding the sickle, thinking about casting.
As you do that, Cameron looks at the situation like,
Fucking go, Cameron.
as you just hear, as he pulls his leg through the knife that you embedded so hardly on the ground, as he starts limping down the hallway.
Haha, I have movement.
Yeah, I guess he's in the hallway, just gathering his leg and like
Did he leave my dagger there?
the dagger is there with part of his skin as well. He takes a last glance toward your starry form, and he just goes on.
I do the friendship sign that we used to do.
Yes, it's very nice.
Yeah.
And that happens back. You are back with 2.
He's very dizzy from the knockout. Just slowly doesn't even gets up, steps to Grace's side. So like, what are you? And just a held action. 2 things. A bonus action to reignite his shield. And a held action. And he calls out, "Painting your target. Watch where it goes." And I would like to have a held action. That at the he writes a Jovician missive. It says, "Get fucked." It is addressed to the flame. And it is a held action to trigger at the end of the flame's turn to deliver to him.
Oh my god, that is actually very smart, honestly.
Thank you.
Guys, I don't know if you give inspirations, but I will give you an inspiration for that.
Bravo.
Is that your turn backs?
Yes.
That was Latin.
As that happens, and Genevieve, first you feel the cuts, then you see the water moving as 2 flaming attacks just come towards you.
He's not in fairy fire anymore.
He was never in fairy fire.
He didn't got the...
Oh.
He didn't.
Dodge the sparkles.
That's a natural 20 on the first attack.
You crit him, he crits you.
And that's a natural 20 on the second one.
Stop rolling so.
I will, I can take a picture.
No, I believe you. We believe you. It's fine. Why would you lie?
We're two. It's 2 200s.
For a total of...
It's okay. Crit a lot this session. It's just karma.
Oh my god.
9 points of slashing
Oh.
and 20 points of fire damage.
Oh.
9 points.
20.
Cumulatively from both?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh wait, because this is not both attacks,
2
right?
attacks, each
Yes,
hit.
yes, 2. True. Sorry.
So I get
More.
29 on the first one.
29
I'm
on the
down
first
already.
one.
You don't need to use
The
the.
second
Okay,
one.
the second one you take two.
You take one death.
That's 29, and that's
If it's a 20, you get
35, 45 points of cumulative damage.
Okay, 45. And then I'm down with one failure.
I know that if you're down and you get attacked, you get automatically two.
No, one. One failure. Two? Two
Yeah,
It's
you.
a melee attack.
It's
Yeah,
it's
two.
auto crit unless you have Mylar or something. I'm
And
down.
you're top of the round.
And I'm top of the round.
As Genevieve, your hair is red, your body is redder, as your form just in the moonlight, just similar to how Leo is.
I didn't even get the chance to resurrect Leo.
As from the water you're not dying here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He ended his turn. The message is
Received.
here. First you see the message go, and then you hear as the message goes further into the hallway. As he uses his bonus action to
After the message.
If we're being, do we see the message go left or right, or is the corridor forward?
you see the message. Give me a perception. Let's do that. Yeah.
5. I have
You
no
can
idea.
see where it's going.
But we no longer see the message.
No, it went inside the hallway.
Fuck.
Keith, you see now stepping into the moonlight this brutish, orcish figure, not realizing that the moonlight is showing his visage. 3 balls of fire, all of them go towards you as his scorching rays you.
I think you have +2 AC cover from.
Yeah, well,
From what?
7.
From a half cover from.
Oh my god! What are these rules?
I think.
Natural 1. So it was a 7, a 3, and a natural 1. So there is balance. As you see the fire
one with the
coming,
bush.
you go down the and she goes,
Wait, the orc is before?
Keith, followed by Adam.
Man, at first, Keith just was focusing on the fountain, trying to see if there were any steps. She saw the message, but he was too quick to escape. I followed him with my bow. But then the flames just flew over my head. I'm like, okay, no. I'm not standing for this. I'm going to use steady aim this time, and I'm going to attack the orc with a bow. You can't, you're not dying.
Well, 2 HP, so.
Yeah, well, barely there.
And you're top of the round and no one has to heal you and you have 2 failures.
I know.
You have
If I
to
roll bad, I'm dead.
Okay, let me try and open
And we have
accuracy.
no...
No.
What the fuck?
Open accuracy for nothing. It's going to be 17.
17. Sorry, I got just blank.
17 to hit.
70 to hit him? Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And since I had advantage because of steady aim, I am going to use sneak attack as well.
Guys, have faith in the dice.
I am trying.
It's the 7th episode and 4 people are dead. 2 coming.
Thank God we have a 15 plus rotating cast.
Yeah.
While the other ones are in casts. So
It's so dark.
I know. For 8, it's 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yes.
You release the arrow as it goes now straight towards the neck as he was intended for the flame, and it hits, and you see looking panically around. He isn't so physically strong, but he is really, you just see the look scared on his face as he's searching for flame, which is nowhere, and he's getting fucked up, and he doesn't know what to do right now.
Well, as a free action, I want to flip him off. So.
He's so panicked he doesn't even feel your finger.
Aw.
Adam, it is your turn.
Let's just breathe.
Not me, I just don't breathe.
See if, but no, I can't.
Can you smell?
Yes, I'm a chef.
Okay.
Breathe.
Can I reach Genevieve from where I am?
5, 10, 15, 20, just barely.
I'm not proficient in medicine, but I'll try to stabilize.
If it's under 10, you kill me.
That's not how it works. Exactly. You run towards Genevieve.
Chest compression. Whoop.
Her body there laying motionless. As you step into the moonlight, you feel it giving you strength, giving you guidance.
Okay. So.
Because you have guidance on the day of the night of the Luna. I forgot that.
Oh yeah, correctly. Yeah.
Everyone who is a Hebdomat follower.
I will just say, I'll close my eyes and try to not cauterize, but like take some wraps and strengthen where the cuts are and all that. But I'll say, Luna, please guide my hands. And let's see.
Tell me how much you roll.
Natural 20. Plus 2.
And as you stay there and as you are sitting in the moonlight of Her Lady, you see all these cuts, you see all this blood, your mind is doesn't know even where to start, what parts, and your hand gets slowly guided by the wind,
yes,
by the light. As your hand moves, at a certain moment use arcane magic to burn some wounds, to close them faster, as you manage to stabilize Genevieve.
And just stabilized.
Yes,
Okay.
stabilized.
Really? That's nice. Thank you.
That's Adamster, right?
Yes.
Top of the round.
Top of the round, relay. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's out of this situation. On the hallway, running. Genevieve,
Yeah.
you are stabilized. You,
But unconscious.
but still unconscious. That is your turn. Grace.
I'm looking towards Flame. I'm looking towards the wounded people that I'm with. I close my eyes and I say, fuck me. And I'm just gonna say, Mooney, please, if you just come one more time, please. And Mooney manifests, this time on top of Pax. And you see this small baby griffin, again amethyst body with constellations flowing inside, and he sits on top of you. You go through him, and his touch sort of heals you from inside with this indigo colorations again, and you get healed for a combination of things. 1d6, which is a 1. Plus 1d4, 5, plus I rolled so bad. It's a 10 in total. 10 HP. And then as a bonus action, I can move Mooney, and I think only the next round. Yeah, only the next round I can move it. But you know what? My action will be, because casting him was a bonus action, my action would be to take him and put him on top of Jen.
Okay, so you take Mooney. I'm gonna give you that. Take Mooney, just take this creature and move it, and just gently place it. And as it places itself on Genevieve's body, his form starts to, in a way, spectrify as he goes through her body. And Jen, you feel the warm touch of life as you heal 4.
As you heal 4 again, the combination. This one. 18 healing.
Wow, that is some healing. The first thing you hear, Jenny, as you open your eyes and you see this baby
Griffin.
griffin
Griffin made out of wood.
constellation, just looking around. Grace there on top of you with Adam holding some wounds. Everyone is tense, and you're just like.
Seeing it, I say, Sequessa.
And this is my turn.
That is a very good turn. Honestly, you've done a lot. Pex, what are you doing?
So last turn I got up and moved to Grace's side
Yes.
15.
Yeah.
And now he looks to the situation around. Genevieve sees her open her eyes.
Yes. Continue.
Take care of her and make sure this big guy doesn't get her. And then he full sprint 60 to try and see the message. Chasing the flame.
Okay, you get into the hallway.
Yeah.
And you see the message just as it hits the back of an invisible form, but you see the blood that is dripping and it's moving.
And
They're on the hallway.
that's the turn.
That is the turn. The flame will look behind and says, "Are you so eager to die? Come on then." And he limply continues on the hallway. You hear the
Droplets.
yeah, with the droplets of blood, taking the corner on one of the hallways. You, the rest of you in the courtyard, see the orc. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. Human of heart, we shall never fear. 1, 2, 3. Towards you, Kate.
Get it.
First one is a 12.
No!
Second one is a 20.
I didn't.
This is cocked. And a 12 again.
No.
You
Only
dodge one, the second one, the other one hits you close to the neck as you feel the burn on the skin as you receive a total of 7 points of fire damage. And that's gonna 15. He doesn't know he's in the moonlight.
She's not very bright.
He's not the brightest one of the
What's
bunch.
pretty bright in the middle there.
Kate.
He stepped out of the.
Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
no, didn't have enough.
Okay. I wince and just feeling the skin slightly peel off my neck, and I was going to say enraged, but I'm not playing that anymore. So. Oh, I miss Shelly. I will steady aim again. Yeah, I pretty much have the. Okay. And I will also use.
You have advantage, so that means you have stealth damage as well, right? Yeah, because that's how you do sneak damage. If you have advantage.
If
on
you
the
have
target.
advantage,
If you
yeah.
have advantage,
Yeah,
If you hit,
cunning
you
action,
have
yeah.
the extra sneak. Yeah.
And I will also use the elven accuracy just in case.
Oh my
Let's
god!
go,
What are
babies!
these dice?
Baby
people?
griffins, let's go.
Wait, so it's double the die for.
Yeah.
Double the dice.
Nothing like 3 dice to help you crit.
Give me a d6.
Oh yeah, the sneak attack one as
Yes. I need the 101.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneakiness.
well. So sneakiness.
So we have a 10, it's a 15, it's a 19.
19 damage.
Plus,
Or this
Plus
is
stuff. Yeah.
19 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
How?
Wait, no, 21.
21.
Yes, I forgot
How
to
do you
add
want
it
to do this?
Well, as I see him move, does he move back with his face still towards us, or does he turn his
Yeah,
back?
he turns his back to fully book it this way in a way. So you kind of like, it's the split second when his form is still in the moonlight being illuminated by it.
I take a deep breath and focus my arrow that shoots straight through the back of his head and comes out his forehead.
Oh.
So you prepare your arrow, you release it, and you hear in your head, "May this be the moon's vengeance." As his form becomes visible and backs, now you see Flame's form become visible again as he's going past the hallway.
Got you.
Yep.
That's so cool.
As this happens, we will move the perception a little bit as we go. In two different scenarios. We have Pax that is following and going on this hallway with his nemesis inside, and he goes, and at a certain point, as he moves, Flame just takes his helmet and throws it to the ground as you see his dark hair and dark eyes turning towards you, looking at the hallway that has another corner. He's just like, "Come on, Dan. Let's make this something like heroic, right?" As you see him preparing himself into a strike stance in front of you. It's clear that in this hallway, only one of us will come out alive.
You will wish I killed you.
What do you do?
Gets on guard, punches what light he has into himself, and nods. Lays.
As you see him turning his sword down in a striking motion as he yells before striking you, "For the lost children and unfortunate people of the Red Kingdom!" and comes towards you with the sword. Do you strike him as he reaches your
Yes.
area? Okay, we'll do it like this. Roll me an attack.
Natural one.
That was so dramatic.
He didn't do it. As we see the flame coming, his sword burst into flame, the hallway being illuminated by it. As you prepare your sword, and we see the clash of steel against steel as flame and light dances. And we go in the garden, where as the battle settles and all of you are breathing, seems to be quiet. Genevieve, you get up, all of you look at the damage that was caused around you. Some of the greenery still have small flames on them. And Jen, as you wake up, you see the body of Leo on the ground, charred. Strange enough, the moon's light on his body shines on his body, creating a beautiful color. As you hear inside your head, do what you can. A lot rests on his shoulders.
I get up, determined, tears running down Genevieve's eyes, and move in the direction of Leo. Kneel next to him, place my two hands over his eyes, and start muttering to myself, "Please obscure the All-Maker, spare the dying, don't forsake him." And I cast the enduring prayer.
Before telling you what happens, I will need you to roll me the dice and send me the result in private. Do not say it out loud.
Okay. I roll a d20, correct?
And add your spellcasting.
Spellcasting ability.
And prepare your poker face.
The modifier or the spell attack?
The spell attack, I think, is the spellcasting
Yeah.
ability.
I will wait the answer. What all of you see is Genevieve
Oh no, I
holding on
forgot.
her knees, putting her hands on top of his eyes, and from her pocket you see small rocks, like a small tremor beginning. Small rocks start to levitate around them as dust and whatever not so heavy elements that are covering the ground starts to make a dance around this ritual as the matter reacts to the prayer, and as the prayer gets stronger and stronger, the energy flow much more powerful, creating like a wind vortex around them, and the small pebbles turns into dust as the dust turns into tendrils of magical matter that goes towards the chest, the wound that was created by Flame's attack, the wound that ended the life of Leo. And as you are doing this prayer, Genevieve, you see on his neck, similar to how your wound that you are healing right now is shining brightly, you see another one on the back of his neck. That signifies, and you notice, that this prayer was done once before. As the energies swirl and swirl, and all of these energies that dance around reach an apex, there's quiet, there's peace. And you breathe heavily, Genevieve. 5, 10 seconds. 15 seconds. Genevieve, you start asking yourself, did it work? You did all that you had to do. 25 seconds. 30 seconds. And then we're gonna find out what happens in the next episode, guys. I am so sorry for doing this. Thank you very, very much for sticking with us till the end. If you liked, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. You might think it's a small thing, but for us, it means a great deal. As always, check out Discord. You can share your questions and thoughts for the After Dice Show, Instagram, and we also have Spotify. Thank you, Rolling Hills Craft, for the promo code Dicesylvania 10 for discount to the amazing miniatures and terrain available for 8 months. Thank you, Cernscape, for music and ambience. To find out who dies, who lives, you will have to tune in the next Sunday for the VIM premiere at 5 p.m. UTC on YouTube, Dicesylvania. And as always, good day, good night,
And don't let the vampires bite.